the remainder of our show. I figured it'd be good to let you guys see how Kayla and I both ship together. Since you kind of just saw me sitting here talking yesterday, I didn't really ship too much. Now you'll see how we both kind of work together and ship out a show relatively fast. So what's up, Golden? So she's going to be behind me. You're going to see her walking back and forth. I'm going to call out numbers to her. She's going to grab them, pack them. While she's packing them, I'm getting the labels ready and getting the packaging ready. That's the way we do our shows. So I know you're here for Kayla. You'll see her in the background walking around. But yeah, so you guys can kind of see how, I know 0 items packed last night. So you guys can kind of see how we do our shows, how we pack our shows, how we do it relatively fast and efficiently. Because I don't think we've ever showed this. We pretty much have showed, we have showed like how I individually pack, but I don't think we've ever shown how she packs. So if you guys are just hopping in, that's everything that sold this weekend. We have stuff on the floor that was packed during the show, and then we have stuff on the racks. Everything is numbered. So let me walk over here really quick and kind of show you guys what it looks like. Everything is numbered in order. As we run the show, we hang everything up so you can see the numbers go up this way, and then they go up this way, they go up this way and this way, and we have a couple items that we bagged during the show. And all I have to do is call out numbers, and then she's going to grab them, give them to me. I'm going to have the packaging ready to go, throw them in the pack, and I call out the next round of numbers. So super easy and efficient. I will try to pay attention to chat as much as I can, but I kind of wanted to show you guys how fast we ship as well. So if you guys ask questions and I miss them, feel free to ask them again. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this. The shop is fully loaded, so if you want to check out the shop as we're doing this, you can do that too. If you don't want to buy, you just want to hang out, that's completely fine. And then of course, if you have questions, feel free to ask. How does it work when somebody buys multiple items? There's a multiple item order right here. So all I'm going to do is call out these numbers, 183, 193. So I'll do it right now. I need 183. There are some on the ground too. 193. I
think 193 is on the ground.
Is it? I don't think so.
Oh, no, it's right here.
Yeah, should be over there. 193, 194, 196, 199, 211, and 234. And she's over there grabbing the items. So as she grabs the items, now I kind of look at what she's grabbing, so I know about what I need for packaging wise. Most of the stuff is pretty lightweight, so most of the stuff is going to go in poly bags today. I'm probably going to have very few that actually go inside boxes. Now what she's doing over here is, as she's doing this, usually I'm getting the label ready and getting the packaging ready, but I'm showing you guys right now. She is folding them, and then she's going to put them in one of those clear bags. So just shaking off this rack, putting it down there, sticking in a clear bag, good to go. Easy peasy. Yes. Yep, everything's by number. As we run the show, we have one listing. One listing works off the same listing. So it'll say random pull. We'll run it once. We kind of did it last night too. Ran the listing, and then as soon as we sell one, it'll say number 2. And then we'll sell another one, it says number 3. And then when we go to ship the show, we just look for the numbers that correlate with the item that sold. We're not technically looking for the item that sold. And then I'll print out this label. I know, time to actually ship. I was telling them last night I didn't really ship too much. I had lots of questions last night. I said, you're going to wake up and yell at me.
So you do lally?
I was doolallying.
Doolallying?
Doolallying. All right, so I'm printing the label right now. This is going to be a small package. So small package. Haha. That's what Surf says. Anyways, we're going to grab one of these. And most of our stuff is going to fit into a... Yes, you can watch on Facebook or YouTube later. I think I'm casting over there. Can somebody check and make sure I'm casting to Facebook and YouTube really quick? Just hop over to either one. So for some reason, Whatnot's been glitching out lately, and it's been messing up. Do you have room over there for this? Actually, I'll just put it right there. Okay, so she packed that up. I am going to ship this out. Once we kind of get into a groove, I'm not yapping as much, this will go by really, really fast. Hold on. So I'm doolallying. Number 181 and 322. 322 should be on the ground. Very back. So I just called out 2 numbers. She's over there grabbing them. I'm throwing the last package into the pile, and now I'm going to start printing out the next label as she's packing up this order right now. So it's just a flow. She's doing, cool, I'm live on Facebook. She's doing that over there, and I am printing out labels. So that way she gives it to me. See, she just gave it to me. That one's packed up and ready to go. And now I'm going to tell her to grab 179. So now she's grabbing 179. I'm technically packing up the last order. And it's just a nice little flow. Appreciate the raid. We're doing just like a Q&A shipping session, showing you guys exactly how we ship shows fast and efficiently, because I don't think you guys have ever seen this before. So I told her this morning, I said, it'll be good content for them to see exactly how we ship. The label's taking forever, my bad. This isn't me. I'm not Doolally, I promise. I should mic you up so they can hear all the little back sass you give me the whole time we're shipping. 170, 173, 195, 214. Might be on, no, 220. Let me know if you grab any like jackets or anything. It should be fine. It's just like if you grab an order with like 2 items and there's a heavy jacket, then just let me know. Otherwise, I'll just print out the labels because we should be underweights on everything. Yeah, we bag everything. I think it's more efficient when it gets slid into the bags. Buyers like it more, and it also adds an extra layer of protection. And bags are super cheap. The clear bags are like dirt cheap, so it doesn't really add too much cost to your business. No, I didn't get a lot of packing done last night. Do you have to have a microphone? No, when I run shows, I usually never use a microphone. Hardly ever do I use a microphone. By the way, this was a non-flat max shipping show that we're doing right now. I was talking a lot about that last night. So if you guys have questions on max shipping, feel free to ask. But I don't believe you have to do max shipping. I'm a firm believer that max shipping is not the only way. I know there's some other people out there that will tell me I'm wrong about that, but we have been doing non-max shipping shows for the majority of our selling careers here on Whatnot. We just adopted the flat rate shipping probably 4 months ago. We're not going to do it for the rest of the time either. We're going to charge adequate shipping to the buyers. 169. Nope. 171. 243. 245. 248, and they got a gift card too. I'm gonna throw the gift card on the table next to you. Yes. Well, we don't buy if they buy multiples. So what she's doing over there, she'll bag them all into one singular clear bag. So we have big clear bags and we have little clear bags. So if somebody buys like 12 items, they're gonna go into this clear bag right here, and she just folds them up nice and neat, throws them into the clear bag, and then we ship them all in the same one. Max shipping is $7.75. So now, if you wanted to do max shipping, you charge your buyers $7.75 max, no matter what they buy. They will be only charged $7.75, but you as a seller, if they go over 5 pounds, you will be charged the difference. I am a firm believer that you do not have to do max shipping shows to be successful on Whatnot. If you want me to prove it to you, go to the Whatnot page right now and go to the people with the most people in their shows, and you'll see that the people that have most people in their shows are not doing max shipping. You will not see the banner at the top of the screen that says max shipping. So if the most successful people on this app are not doing max shipping, why do you think that you need to do max shipping to be successful? Your buyers will understand if they buy more than 5 items or 7 items, depending on what your shipping is. They will understand if they have to pay additional shipping, because they're still getting a crazy good deal with Whatnot's bundle shipping, even if they pay over the 5 pound mark. So it's going to be adjustment, because there's a lot of people that feel like you got to do max shipping to be successful. And I'm a firm believer that you don't. Again, just go to the main page and look at the people with the most people in their shows right now. They do not do max shipping. We didn't do max shipping until, again, within the last like 4 months. And then now we're going back to it. So do you ever buy pallets? No, I don't buy pallets. If I get pallets in, it's usually from a wholesaler, and I do a little bit of a different buy with pallets. I'll explain it here in a second. Number 166, just 166. If I do pallets, usually if I'm buying a pallet, I haven't really bought any pallets, but usually I'm getting them from wholesale, and I'm getting them on consignment. What's on my shirt? This? Oh, it's sweat. We just came from working out, and I took a shower, and I'm already out here sweating again. So yeah, that's the life of a Florida life right here. That's why we got the fan in the background going, because it's hot out here. It was cool outside, but it's hot out here. All right, let's see. Got 6 items on this one. It's going to be 162.
Mhm.
182,
Mhm.
252 might be on the ground.
No,
268.
that's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
268. Maybe it's not. Might be on the bottom, right down there.
Oh, I see.
270,
70.
294. No heavy items, right? Just one jacket.
Yeah, but still.
Okay, we're good. All right, thrifters don't bundle. Yeah, they don't bundle either. There's a lot of people that don't do any bundles, so they ship immediately. So as they sell an item, it pretty much just goes into a poly bag with a number, and then after the show, they just slap a label on and they ship it out. They do a little bit of bundling, but for the majority, they are not doing any bundling. But it's smart if you can build an audience where you don't have the bundle and you train them. You can literally ship your show as you're doing your show. That's a huge benefit to a non-bundle. But also, you're not giving your buyers like max discounts that they can give. Maybe I shouldn't have wore the shirt. Sure, you can see like as soon as I start sweating. Oh well,
You
I
got
don't
booby
care.
sweat?
I got booby sweat. Bundling of 775 with max item limits. You can do that. You can set like 7 items per bundle, and then it will restart their bundle for them. But to be honest, I think it's cheaper for most buyers if you don't do that. If they just add like a couple items over the 5 pounds, and it's only going to charge them like. I had somebody who I was just messaging right before this. They bought 11 items and it cost them $15 even for their 11 items. So they actually saved money if I didn't bundle. So yeah, I'm not doing 775 max no more. No more 775 max. Again, I think a lot of people think that you have to do that to be successful. I don't think so. I think if you're selling lower end items, like very, very low end items, and you're trying to entice your buyers to buy, selling items for $2 to $3, and at the end of the show, you get to the end of the show and you're kind of upset because you have this huge payment at the end. It's probably because you're selling lower end items. You gotta maybe source better products. I don't know, but you can make it work. The next one's in inventory. Hold on, I gotta open up eBay. I forgot that we sold some stuff from the shop. Shop. Hold on. Orders, listings, inactive. What size are these? Size 34. That's these ones right here. Yeah, these ones right here. 9528. So right now she's grabbing an item from inventory that sold, an item from the shop sold. So that's stuff that we have listed, and I have to call out the inventory number for her to grab it, but she's grabbing it right now. So I'm going to generate that label. By the time she gets over here, it should be ready to go, and then we just throw it in the poly bag, ship it out. I know it's still cheaper. I explained that to the person that messaged me too. I said if they would have bought 11 items from me on eBay, it would have cost them $18, and they were only charged $15 here on Whatnot, even though they were charged additional shipping. So they actually saved themselves $3 by shopping here on Whatnot, as opposed to buying the same items from me on eBay. And they would have probably paid more for those items too. 159, just 159. So it's going to be an adjustment for some buyers because there's a lot of sellers out there pushing that you have to do max 775, and I just firmly don't believe it. Also, we sold 362 items on our show on Saturday. Prices were pretty much exactly the same as flat rate shows that we've done in the past, and only 6 people bought more than 5 pounds worth of items out of the 114 orders. So only 6 people would have benefited from max shipping. Everybody else bought one item. They would have never maxed out. They're not interested in maxing out. They're just looking for one item for themselves, and that's it. So for the most part, your max shipping people, there's very few. I'm a firm believer that most people complaining about max shipping right now don't even have many bundles over 5 pounds in their shows. Firm believer of that. Just one item, number 156. What's up, Rivet? So I did a show and it split some orders for some. Yeah, that's I think it's a setting that the buyer has, or they're rural, and it will automatically split the order, but you don't pay any additional for that unless you did 775 max. So check my shop, Mon. If you go to my shop, Mark, and you just type in 40 at the top, it'll pull up everything that I have in size 40 for you. Yeah, and to be honest, bulk, I love resellers buying from us, but if you got a whole bunch of people in your show that are buying like $2, $3 items and then they get upset because they're paying a little bit more in shipping, I mean, they're still getting crazy deals compared to other platforms. This one has 2 from the shop, 1 on the rack. So you got 155 on the rack. And then I'll call out the 2 from the shop. Hold on. Under. I think it's these right here. Hold on. Yeah, you got 9458.
Eight.
And then 9468.
For what?
68. Should be a blue pair of like legging pants. Currently trying to grow my audience. Going live every Saturday. Nice. But you don't have to do 775 to grow your audience. I'm a firm believer of that. I'm a firm believer 775 max is not the only way to go. Again, we didn't do 770 or we didn't do max shipping until just recently. Like within the last like 3 to 4 months. So the 2 years before that, we never did max shipping. Sorry, it's taking forever to print. I don't know what. Whatnot is just so slow sometimes for giving me labels. And then Kayla yells at me. She just screams at me. She calls me a doolal here. 154 and 201. I swear, chat. She beats me up. No problem, KG. Yes, KG, you're the one to reach out to me. Yeah, so when you bought those, like I explained, like if you would have bought the same items from me on eBay, you would have been charged $18 for those same items. And to be honest, if I were to ship those like outside of Whatnot, it probably would cost me $15 to $18 to ship that box anyway, because you bought like I want to say you bought 11 items, so whatever 11 times 11 ounces is, so it's like 8-ish pounds. It probably would cost me around 15. So to ship myself if I'm shipping outside of Whatnot. And there's no way for me to like refund shipping. Whatnot doesn't give me like the ability to do that. So yeah, there will be hopefully soon the ability for sellers to refund purchases. So maybe that'll be an option for me down the road. If somebody buys a ton and I feel bad because they got charged a bunch of shipping, I can refund one of their orders and make it even for them. But at this time, until September 1st, I think we don't have the ability to. You have to go through Whatnot. But to be honest, you got a really good deal on shipping. Yep, you can combine shipping, but what I do on the Bay to combine shipping is the person pays $8 for their first item and they pay $1 additionally. So KG bought 11 items, they bought 8. They would have paid $8 on eBay plus $1 for the next 10. They would have paid $18 for the same order. 151, and then you got 2 from the shop. Metal Vent Tech. 9342. And then 9518. The tags. I'm spending probably 200 a show. I will bid higher on something I maybe wouldn't. Nice. How do you feel about reduced shipping? No shipping on Vinted Depop compared to Whatnot. I feel like those platforms are trying to get buyers, and eventually they're going to have to switch. You can't just not charge shipping and make money. It's just they're in the process of building their audience, so that's why they're giving it. Jamble was another live selling platform just like Whatnot, and for a while there they had like reduced shipping and they gave free fees, no fees to sellers. And guess what? Jamble closed up because Jamble couldn't do it. So I feel like those platforms are just trying to grow, but eventually they're going to have to start charging fees. Just that's how every platform does. 150. Oh, you got 3. Sorry, 251.
251?
Yeah, 251.
Okay.
333. Should be on the ground.
But I got a heavy jacket. Just saying.
Oh, you got a heavy jacket? Okay, I got to weigh this one out before we ship just to make sure. It should be fine if there's 2 light items. Yeah. So it should be good. But just in case, I can also round up and not be charged shipping for this. So no, I don't. And they don't support resellers too. Yes, I've heard lots of people talking about that. So this is one of the items that we're shipping that we have to weigh out because we had a heavy jacket. Everything we shipped out on this show was all 11 ounces. So every single order was 11 ounces. So pretty much everything weighs 11 ounces on this show. So that's why we put our average weight. But there are some heavy jackets. So with the heavy jackets, I have to weigh them and I'll weigh them inside the box. But the good thing is if you upgrade a label between 1 pound to 5 pounds, you don't get charged anything as a seller. You can upgrade the labels and it's completely free to do so. It's another thing that people who are doing flat rate shows and they're only doing flat rate shows, they don't understand that if you upgrade a label, it doesn't always cost you money. Very rarely does better. As long as you're charging pretty much appropriate weights the whole time. This one I'm going to put in a big box, kind of big jacket. All right, let's see how much it weighs. This thing was messing with me last night. It was like going all over the place. I need to buy a new scale. This thing is like really messing up. So this is going to weigh 4 pounds. I only charged 2 pounds for this box. Oops, I got to change this from ounces to pounds. Remember, I only charged 2 pounds for this box. Look at this. 4 pounds, ground advantage box. I just adjusted it to 4 pounds. As you can see right there, there is no label adjustment because you can adjust from 1 to 5 pounds without label adjusting at all. So in case you didn't know, now you know. So even if you undercharge your buyers, you can still upgrade all the way from 2 pounds to 5 pounds without getting charged anything. Is this your 50 app? What's that mean? I don't know what that means. So this buyer just paid for 2 pounds worth of stuff and they're getting 4 pounds and doesn't cost me anything. And it doesn't cost me a label adjustment either. So I still have all 5 of my label adjustments. Shipping with the USPS. No, this will last. This is like Poshmark shipping. Poshmark's had the same kind of deal that Whatnot currently has. And when you ship something on Poshmark, it automatically goes up to the 5 pounds. So even if you're shipping a 3-ounce item, it goes all the way up to 5 pounds. You're allowed to ship up to 5 pounds for the label. So this actually, this shipping will actually last probably for at least a year or two until they renegotiate. And then it might raise a little bit, but they're going to keep the shipping exactly the same. 146, just 146. Is this Nifty? No, Nifty's a cross lister. That's how I got everything in the shop. So if you're asking about how like I got everything in the shop, it's all cross listed with Nifty. All cross listed with Nifty. Right now I'm live on Whatnot. By the way, if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, I can't see your comments. I know you're probably asking questions. You got to hop over to Whatnot so I can see you comment. Otherwise, I can't see them. I had a lot of people comment last night and I couldn't answer it. One of your label adjustments? I could, but I haven't had to use any. I've shipped almost 50 items so far from my 114 item show that are 114 shipments, and I haven't used one label adjustment yet, and I didn't do max shipping. I haven't used one yet. All right, 6 item order, 140. As soon as I do, I'll tell you. I'll show you. 243 or 273, sorry, 273. 308. 321. 330 and 335. I try to keep at least 1,000 items in the store. Although if I go below 1,000, that's okay because that means I'm selling a lot. Nifty doesn't calculate shipping. Shipping is done through the platforms, not through Nifty. This is one of those orders I am going to use a box for. Oh, my back is killing me from the workout today. A lower back. Oh God, those squats that we did. I hated those, dude. Dude, it's like we had us do 24 in a row. I was like, when he said 12 and then he said hard count, I was like, what?
Lunges?
Yeah, the lunges. That's the thing. I can do squats. Squats are fine. Those lunges are like, oh my God, they were miserable. Hopefully he's not watching this right now.
Yeah, no,
he's like, yep, 30 lunges. 30 lunges next time. Wasn't that bad, but man, Monday's lunges just don't go together. You should never do lunges on a Monday. Everything but lunges on a Monday. Hold on, chat. I see a bunch of questions. Let me get this printed out so I can get her next one.
Gosh.
She's said I'm doolally. The boss is behind me, chat. You see this? Whenever she walks behind me, you know I'm messing up. 138. 2 items.
138.
152. Okay, I'm printing out the next one. That way we're good to go. Is bacon getting ripped off? I'm seeing people shift with weights, etc. Oh, like switching to 3 pounds. Yeah, but I don't do that. How many? I already answered that. Are you lowering your prices on static listings? No, I keep prices the same. Only time I'll drop the price if I run an item on auction. So would it be over 5 pounds? I'll let you know. I haven't had any that are over 5 pounds that I had to adjust. So far, if they've been over 5 pounds, the person has paid all the weight. So I just print out the label and we're good to go. I don't do 775 max, so it doesn't cost me anything because I charge appropriately throughout the show. 135, 3 items.
135.
136,
136.
165. If you don't do a max shipping show and you charge the buyer, yeah, 165. And if you charge the buyer over 5 pounds, you don't pay anything. It doesn't come out of your pocket. The buyer already paid the additional. The only time it comes out of your pocket is if you do the adjusting. So on this show, we sold 362 items, no max shipping, and it didn't affect our prices at all. At all. Can you go over that? Yes. You can adjust your weights and it won't cost you a label adjustment. Whatnot gives you for 5 pounds at $7.75. So between 1 and 5 pounds for the buyer at $7.75. So if you as a seller adjust a box from 1 pound to 5 pounds, it doesn't cost you any more because Whatnot has a deal with the post office that it's $7.75 for 5 pounds. So if you adjust from 3 to 4, from 2 to 4, from 2 to 5, it's all $7.75. So it doesn't matter. So you as a seller will never get hit with an adjustment if you adjust within those parameters. Also, if you adjust, I think it's from 11 to 15 ounces. Don't quote me on that. I think it is. If you adjust that, it doesn't cost you a label adjustment either. So if you do 11 ounces and something weighs 15, you can adjust it to 15. It won't cost you a label adjustment at all. Sorry, boss. Boss, they're asking me questions, boss. Okay, this is a 10 item order. So I'm interested in see how much this weighs. 127, 172,
152.
205,
205.
206,
206.
208,
208.
209, 213, 222, 229, 231. I gotta weigh this one before I print it out, so now I can answer questions and the boss can't be mad at me. How much you work per week? We have kids too. How much do we work per week?
How much what?
How much do we work per week?
Well, you do more business than I do.
She does the kids more.
I run the house, so you run the business full time.
I probably do like 8 hours a day. Not even. Like on weekdays, like today we'll ship and I'll sit on the couch for like half the day and then I might work later tonight. It's the weekends, like when we're doing shows and stuff, we're prepping for shows. I probably do like 60 hours a week with social media and work. She does a lot more with the kids stuff, so she lists for like 2-3 hours a day, and then she does all the kids stuff for the rest of the day. So she's putting in like 20 to 30 hours, but she's also taking care of the house too. Burpees, I hate burpees too.
Oh my
Burpees
God.
are the worst. How do you even do a burpee, chat? How do you get from down there all the way up so fast? That's the thing. I can't do it. My body doesn't go from the ground up fast enough. All these other people I'm watching them, they're just like hopping. I'm like, they must not have a belly. Like my belly just holds me down, you know? What's your favorite selling platform and why? Most profitable platform? Most profitable is probably eBay, but my favorite to sell here is on Whatnot. Profit per unit on eBay is better because obviously you're selling stuff on auction here, so your profit per unit is going to be lower. But we also sell way more volume here. We've done over 300,000 in sales this year, as opposed to like I think we've done 60 or 70 on eBay. So that's one's good for ASP, but one's good for selling volume. Yeah, 12 to 15 is correct. So you can adjust from 11 to 12 to 15 with no issues. Sourcing time, we really don't source too much, to be honest. I source like 1 to 2 days a week. Everything that we sell is pretty much shipped to us. So yeah, I just drink a lot of soda. Yeah, same here. Same Dora. Dora, you're awake? Wow. Age gets you with exercise. Yeah, I mean, burpees. Burpees suck. I don't think anybody in the entire world loves burpees. I don't know who would ever wake up in the morning and be like, I want to go do burpees today. We actually haven't done burpees in a minute, which has been great.
Listening, we're gonna be doing burpees all week.
Which has been great, chap.
Although this week, the style of workout burpees, I don't.
No, because he's doing like He's doing muscle growth, so no burpees with muscle growth. You've been at your job for 3 hours already? Tori, you woke up early. You were up late last night, too. You skip them? You skip the burpees? I feel that. Sometimes I take a little bit longer rests during the burpees.
I put this on too big.
Do you purchase liquidation? No, most of the stuff we sell is consignment. So people sell us. Oh, actually, I could put this in a. Oh, you got a second one. Never mind.
Yeah. Didn't think
Consignment. So like 2/3 of our show that we ran on Saturday was all consignment. They ship items to us. We take a commission split off of what we sell. Okay, so this person bought 10 items and they paid for 110 ounces in shipping. I wish Whatnot would adjust that so I could see pounds, because 110, I don't know how many pounds that is. Let's see, 110 divided by 16.
too much math for me.
Yep, Kayla is already out. 110 divided by 16 equals, they paid for 6 pounds, 8 ounces on this package. Let's see how much it weighs. It weighs 4 pounds, 14 ounces, which means I can just print out this label and we're good to go. No max shipping needed. They paid for the extra because I didn't do a max shipping show. I literally just slapped the label on this package and they're good to go. So 70-30 split after fees for our consignment split. 70-30 after fees. Oops, this is number 4. So I didn't use any label adjustments to ship out this big old package. Oh, the printer's doing what it normally does. I hate how it does this. Look, it shows that there's 2 printers here and there's only 1 printer. So it messes up. Let me, hold on. Sometimes it figures itself out. There it goes. See? Figure itself out.
Oh, okay. I gotta wait for them cleaning.
Okay.
Oh, I'm making this.
That's a gift card, so we're not going to do the gift card yet.
Okay.
I'll do all the gift cards at the end and gift cards at the end. 124. 128. 148. What's the best day and time to get on Whatnot? I don't think there's really a best day or time. We usually do our shows at 8 p.m. on the weekends, or 8 p.m. like any day we do a show. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is like our time, but we built that into our community, so everybody knows, you know, they know that we're going to be on. They know it's going to be 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh yeah, I can't do them either, Danny. Dizzy and wobbly, like the first time we did burpees, 100%, because it's just like you're constantly getting down and up. It's miserable. It's miserable. Burpees are miserable.
I don't like push-ups.
Whoever invented those are just an evil person. What do you mean by consignment? You're selling other people's stuff. Yes, people send us stuff and then we sell it for them and we take a commission split. So we did a Lululemon show. I asked my consigners, hey, if you got any Lululemon, send it in. I had 2 local consigners that sent it in, and then I had somebody who shipped their stuff in. And then I sell it for them and then I pay them out. They've already all been paid out except for one. I'm waiting for them to give me their PayPal information, but everybody else has already been paid out. 123, and they got a gift card. I'll get you that gift card. Hold on. Here's your gift card. But the majority of what we sell on Whatnot is actually consignment. We don't source a lot of our stuff. Although right now we are getting a lot of wholesale in, like the Lululemon wholesale, which is giving us a lot more inventory and a lot more opportunity to sell. Hopefully this starts speeding up. I might have to unplug this and plug this back in once this one ships out. Most of the consigners get their inventory either from wholesale themselves or they source all their stuff. The 2 people local to me source all of their items. So they hand sourced it all. And then instead of listing it, because some people work full-time jobs and they love to source, but they don't have time to list it themselves, they send it in and we get them good prices and they're happy with what they get. So 6 items on this one. You got 119. 122, 174, 177, 185, 198. Let me unplug this really quick too while you're doing that. Get this Dymo plugged in. Source online, it's easy. Comes to the door, post office picks up items. Yep, I know a lot of people that just source online too. Either online on Whatnot, or they source off of like Vinted. A lot of people are buying stuff on Vinted right now. You can also buy like wholesale if you want to, just be very careful. How were you able to grow these consignment relationships? Through social media. If you're new here, welcome. I have like 500,000 followers across all my social media platforms. So I teach people how to do this, and then people see it. And then when I say, hey, I'm taking in consignment, if I made a post right now that says I'm taking in consignment, I'm looking for Lululemon, Aloe, Viore, Ralph Lauren, Lily Pulitzer. If I named off all the brands, I'd probably have by the end of the day somewhere between 25 to 50 people that reach out to me with the inventory that I'm looking for. But I don't need any new consigners at this point. I have a good amount of consigners that give me enough stuff for me to run consistent shows 2, sometimes 3 days a week. So, and then I have my own stuff. But social media is where most of my connections happen. That's why everybody here that's watching should be on social media too. Should take a little bit of time per day and just post a little bit on socials, because you never know where it could take you. It could lead to huge business opportunities just by taking 5 to 10 minutes to post every day. Next one is only going to be one item. It's just going to be number 114. Looks like the printer fixed itself, so we're good to go. What's the best way to scale your business without buying pallets, bales? Thrifting. Going to thrift stores. If you have good thrift stores in your area, go in there frequently and buying items from thrifts. That's what I'll say. Or you can do garage sales, but the best way to start by scaling is going to thrift stores, because your inventory cost is very cheap. You don't want to do the pallets and stuff. And to be honest, most of you watching this don't have the buying power to do pallets anyway. You have to be able to have like $10,000 that you can just spend on pallets. And most of you in here, because I was in the same position, I didn't have $10,000. There's no way. 112, 5 items. 129, 265.
Check your numbers and stuff. 265.
282.
Hold on.
Yeah, I probably messed up there in the show.
282.
289. I was kind of like just throwing stuff down there at the end. My bad, boss. Boss, don't yell at me.
He always puts the numbers like ass backwards. It drives me crazy. Start from the top, go to the bottom.
She's yelling.
From the bottom, and it drives me insane.
Chat, she's yelling at me again. She's yelling at me again. I can't take this abuse. I'm going straight to HR. She's also HR too, so I can't get away from it.
Taking a nap on the couch.
Yeah, the dog. Do you have a contract with consigners? You can, but to be honest, most of my consigners, I don't have any contracts with any of them. They understand. My main consigner, I went over this yesterday. Just this year alone, from January until now, we've done $100,000 in sales together from January till now. And last year, I think we did $160,000 in sales. So we've done $250,000 in sales, just me and him together. I have other consigners that I've done around 100,000 with. He's just my biggest one. And I have no contracts with them. I just pay them quickly. As soon as the show's done, I have a spreadsheet that breaks down how much they get paid, how much I get paid. So it's fully transparent. There's no hiding anything. They can also rewatch all of my shows. So this is live on Facebook and YouTube. So if they wanted to go back and see, let's say they couldn't make the show and they wanted to see what their items sold for, they could just go on Facebook or YouTube, rewatch the show at any time and see what their items sold for, so they can match up the prices and make sure I'm not like, undercharging them for their stuff. So fully transparent, and that's why I don't have a contract, because people trust me. 111, just 111. There's people that send me, it's crazy. When you build trust with your consigners, they give you crazy stuff, and my consigners will give me $10,000 worth of inventory and say, run it whenever you want. Whenever you feel like it, run it. Doesn't matter. I'll send it to you early, and if you want to sit on it for a month, sit on it for a month. There's inventory over in the corner of the room. Those boxes right there, that's probably like $10,000 worth of inventory. I've been sitting on it for 2 months. We're just waiting for the right time to run that show. And the consigner's like, cool, I get it out of my space. You get good inventory. It's a win-win. 2 items. It's going to be 107 and 110. Yeah, 70-30 split after fees. They pay to ship the items to us. We take care of everything else. Yes, I keep track of all receipts for taxes. Everything, it goes into a spreadsheet. We have if you ever watch our channel and we ever pull inventory from over here, you'll see there's bags on the wall. Those are all of our receipts. And then for consignment, I keep a spreadsheet. So all the consigners' pays are in spreadsheets. So at the end of the year, I can just look at how much I paid them, and that's my costs, and then how much profit I made. That's on the spreadsheet. Every consigner has their own individual spreadsheet that they're shared with that they can access at any time. So when they do their taxes, they can do that. Yeah, 70-30 splits is a great split. Usually splits are a lot heavier. 7 items, 105. Okay, take your time. 105, 131, 144, 145, 153, and 160, and 184. Any heavy items in that one or no? Just all light. Okay, we're good.
And the leggings, but
Yeah, it's fine. The leggings are all pretty much 11 ounces, so we should be good with those two. Yeah, 70-30 is what we do is because I know I'm dealing with a lot of resellers. Also, I sell an item every 30 seconds pretty much on my shows. So if I'm selling stuff on average for $20, that means I'm making around a $5 profit every single time I sell an item, which means I'm making $10 every minute on my shows as long as I can keep the pace up. So I'm okay giving them a bigger split, them sending me in better stuff if I'm making $10 every minute. And then of course you have the time afterwards. So it's not technically $10 every minute because we have to ship the stuff too. But still, you guys get the point. Like $10 every minute is great. What spreadsheet? I use Jason Hayes spreadsheet for my taxes. That's linked in my Instagram, Facebook bios. And I also use Nifty to keep track of all my sales. Appreciate you, Kay. Appreciate you, Kay. You might answer this. How do you determine which option is best, ground or priority? I do ground now. I don't think anybody should be doing priority. And I don't think anybody should be doing flat rate. I don't think flat rate's the option. There's a lot of people out there telling you to do flat rate, and there's reasons they're telling you to do flat rate, and I'm not going to get into that on this live, but I think everybody should be doing ground advantage because it's the cheapest option for your buyer. It's also super easy to ship. I'm literally throwing everything into poly bags. Oh, you can't see it. I'll show it in a second. I'm throwing everything in a poly bag. It's so easy. This is going right into a poly bag. I get these free from having a Posh account. But if you didn't use these, I have the same size regular bags that I buy off Amazon. Same exact size. And they cost me, you buy them in bulk, I think they're like around, I want to say it's like around 15 to 20 cents per piece. I don't know the exact number, but they're really cheap. So goes into a poly bag. I slap the label on, I ship out. And I'm not doing max shipping shows anymore. We did a show, we sold 362 items and we had no issues with it. So 99, 126, 137, 141. And only 6 of my buyers bought more than 5 pounds worth of items. These are all the packages we're shipping out right now. It's a mess over here, but we'll put those in bags once we're done. Only 6 of my buyers on Saturday's show would have benefited from max shipping. Only 6 out of 114. So why are we doing max shipping if only 6 people out of 114? If less than 5% of my buyers benefit from it, why am I doing it? Yusuf, eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Depop, whatnot. Consigners are finding items at thrift stores. Some of these people have some crazy thrift stores. I've been to their areas and I've seen their thrift stores, and their thrift stores are amazing. What's up, Juliet? So, yes, I get it if you live in an area where there's not great thrift stores, but there are some areas that have the craziest. They have better thrift stores than I have. I have really good thrift stores where I am, but their thrift stores are like you walk in and you just find like 4 Vioris in a row, and then they send me a message like, "Hey, I got 4 Vioris coming your way. Look at what I found today." Like, how do you find this stuff? How? I'm jealous of you. I'm running your items, but I'm also jealous you find that stuff. 97 and 210. They're like, "Why are you jealous? You're getting it from me." And I'm like, "Yeah, but I wish I could find that stuff." Heavy jacket? Okay, we'll weigh this one up. It's fine. It's over a pound, so it doesn't matter. I think all the jackets pretty much went to people that bought 2 items at least. So we can adjust these without. We've shipped out like 70-ish, 80-ish items right now, and we haven't used one label adjustment. Not one label adjustment. I know that just blew some people's minds. Charge proper weights. You don't have to use any label adjustments. And buyers, actually, the majority of my buyers got cheaper discounts. So the cheaper shipping during the show. So they actually saved like $1.50, almost whatever that is, 90, no. 108 buyers on my show got cheaper discount than they did just a week ago. So they're all happy. They're happy buyers. Hold on, I gotta weigh this one. Happy buyers. They're happy buyers. Because I didn't keep it on priority. I also have to give all my priority boxes back to the mail person. They're not going to be happy. They're not going to be happy. Buyers are happy. Mail lady, not so happy. Although she's off until Wednesday, so hopefully it's a new person. Okay, so this one weighs 2 pounds. All I'm going to do is adjust this one to 2 pounds. It's not going to cost me anything to adjust it. And it's also not going to cost me a label adjustment. Look at that, 0 label adjustment. Adjusted to 2 pounds. It was 1 pound, like 14 ounces or something like that. Well, I guess that they already paid 2 pounds worth, so technically I don't have to adjust this. But anyways, 2 pounds, no label adjustments at all. We're good to go. We just throw this right into the bag and ship it out. I didn't technically have to label adjustment in this one because it was between 1 and 2, so it would have been fine with the post office. But no, I've had a couple issues with Nifty when they first started delisting, but I haven't had any issues recently with it. They've been really good with delisting. Although I would say it's an automation tool. Sometimes platforms disconnect from them, and it's not really Nifty's fault. It's more the platform's fault. So always check. Like I'd say check once a month. Number 90. 108. I'm too nice. You are too nice, Dora. You're too nice. What do you usually set your whatnot shipping settings? I usually do 12 to 15. On this show, we did 11 ounces because most of the stuff we sold was like Lululemon, like shirts and shorts. But if we ever did like in the wintertime when we do jacket shows, we'll do 1 to 2 pounds for everything. Everything on the entire show will be 1 to 2 pounds. So we'll just tell the buyers once you buy your first item, your second item is free, and then shipping will resume on your third item. And even if they buy 4 or 5 items, they're still going to get a really good deal on shipping based off buying here as opposed to buying on like eBay. If they would have bought on eBay, it would have been a lot more expensive if they buy multiple items. So if they do bundle shipping. So some buyers will be like, hey, I'm only going to buy 1 to 2 items because I just want to max out my bundle and that's it. And that's perfectly fine. Next up, 2 items. You got 89 and 117. So if you're just hopping into, if you don't know what's happening in the background, everything is racked. Everything has number tags on it. All I have to do is call out the number tag, and Kayla is grabbing those numbers. And then as she's grabbing those numbers, I'm setting up the shipping. So I got the labels being printed. So by the time she gives me the package, I have the label already printed out. It goes into the next package, and then I call out the next numbers as long as I'm going at a decent speed and she doesn't yell at me. That's what we do. So we do giveaways. We do, like on Saturday's show, we did 10 giveaways, but we also do gift the chat. So people pay $5 to gift the chat. We pin their name to the bottom, and then we give away a $10 gift card in their honor. So we have like 50-50 splits on the giveaways that we do. I feel like that's the right way to do it. 86.
86?
Yep.
Yeah.
88. 91. 92. And 226. I know a lot of people that charge, like if they're giving away a $10 gift card, they'll charge you $12 for it. I feel like the only person that really benefits is the streamer. So that's why we do, if you pay $5, we put in $5 for the gift card and we give it away. So it's like a mutual benefit. Both of us are benefiting at the same time because you only had to pay $5. Next Purple Label show, I was hoping is going to be this Saturday, but I'm waiting to see if I actually got to call him later and see if he's going to ship it. They need to ship it. He needs to ship it today, and I doubt he's going to ship it today, so it might be pushed off till next week, unfortunately. Do you edit? No, I leave it at 12 by 12 by 12. You don't need to edit it unless it's bigger than 12 by 12 by 12 because you're already overestimating it, so there's no need to. The only thing I edit is the weight if I have to edit the weight. But so far, I've only had 2 orders out of, I mean, we're close to 100 orders shipped right now. I've only had 2 orders. I had 114 when I first started. There's only 49 left, and I've only adjusted 2, and those haven't even got hit with an actual adjustment yet. I just increased it, but it wasn't within the parameters to actually get hit with an adjustment. What are your thoughts on the Vendu multi-listing? So I was partnered with Vendu. I think Nifty is far superior. The only reason you would need Vendu is if you want to cross list to like Facebook, and I think they might have Vented. So if you need those platforms, Vendu makes more sense than Nifty, but Nifty is, in my opinion, far superior than Vendu. It just works better than Vendu. And again, I'm affiliated with all of them, so I don't make it's not beneficial for me to lead you to one rather than the other unless the one was better. So Nifty is better in my opinion. I make the same if I make you sign up for Vendu as if I have you sign up for Nifty. That was this one, right? Hold on, chat. I'm getting behind. 7 items. You got 85. 134. 139. 147. 176. 190. And 250. No problem, Yusuf. Besides K-Way, who's killing on Whatnot, go scroll Whatnot right now. There's people that sell way more than me. There's people that do like $20,000 in sales every single day here on Whatnot. And they also have very, very little social media following. Like, go scroll Whatnot right now. There's people with hundreds of people in their shows. Bigger following, I'll do more follower giveaways right now. I do buyer giveaways. I like that. I think that's smart, Dora. I think that's smart. We used to do buyer giveaways when we first started too. We actually just I got done with buyer giveaways like a year into Whatnot. So for like a full year, we were doing buyer giveaways. We did a couple like regular giveaways, and I just started doing gift the chats recently too.
This one's a little heavy. This order.
It's fine. It'll all even out. On a bigger order like this, I'm not really worried about it because it all like there's lightweight stuff that'll even out the heavier stuff. So it should be fun. Usually always works out. Is your stuff all consignment? The majority of what we sell is consignment. On Saturday's show, about 65% of what we sold was consignment. The rest was our stuff. I'm looking on USPS for Ground Advantage boxes. See them? You get them for free if you have a Poshmark account. You got to have a Poshmark account to be able to get them. Good old Cool Kicks with 5K in their show. I mean, 5K. But Cool Kicks has a social media following, so they're opposite of what I just said. But there's other people with hundreds of people in their show that have very little social media following. So. Yeah, consignment's really great. But remember, if you want to do consignment, your first objective is to grow your audience enough to where you're getting good money for your stuff and your consigners see you're getting good money before you do consignment. If you just grab consignment right away and you're selling stuff for $1 or $2, people will not consign with you because they're not getting enough money to send the items in. Because the thing that works with the consignment is I have no cost. I have no cost to ship to me. I have no cost at all. All I have to do is the only cost I have is to pay the consigner out for the items that I sold for them. So next up you have sorry, looking wrong spot. 84. 116. 157. 175. 246. This is a little heavy. Let me weigh this really quick. I doubt this is over 5 pounds, but I just want to be sure. It's just the one that was heavy. It's okay. I can adjust this afterwards, even if I printed it. Nope, still weighs 3 pounds 10 ounces. So we're still under the 5 pounds, and I charged the buyer 5 pounds on this package, so we're good to go. You can't get unlimited free boxes. They only let you order, I think, 200 at a time. So they let you order 100 of these at a time and 100 of the boxes at the time. And then as soon as they're delivered, you can order more. So what I do is I just have, as soon as stuff is delivered and they let me get more, I get more. But just know if you order too much and you're not selling a lot on Posh, they will limit you. They will cut you off. You can order them from the app. I don't know why Whatnot didn't work out the same deal that Poshmark has with the post office, so we can order them here. I'm sure that eventually will come to Whatnot. They should. If they haven't negotiated that, they should, so that you can just go on Whatnot and press a button and order all of your supplies and have them shipped, because the post office has these supplies, obviously. So I don't know why Whatnot hasn't done that yet. They should. Family wholesale. Do insane shows in a short amount of time. Let's go. There's lots of people that do crazy, crazy numbers here on Whatnot that don't have social media. Most of the people on the page right now probably don't have a huge social media audience. Spend money on boxes. What do you ship? Candy? Do you sell? Well, you sell candy, right? That's obvious. Your name is 81. Yeah, but you buy boxes in bulk. Yeah, just 81. Just buy boxes in bulk. You can get boxes really cheap, under $1 per box if you buy certain sizes, depending on what sizes you need. If you buy them in bulk, so just order bulk, you should be good. So it's an additional cost to your business, but remember, it's also a write-off at the end of the year too. So whatever you spend on boxes, you can write off. For the consigner, 70-30 split to them. Is that after splitting? Yeah, it's after fees. So 70% goes to the consigner, 30% goes to us after whatnot fees. I don't do it before fees. That wouldn't make any sense to go that low on consignment for us and then have a fee cut out too. You got 6 items on this one. It's going to be 74, 75, 76, 80, 83, 94. Appreciate all the follows coming in too. If you guys want to shop the shop too, see what we got listed. It's all listed on the bottom down there too, so you can check it out. Yeah, 10K boxes does add up. It does. But it is an expense, and maybe some people quit whatnot because they don't get free boxes, and now you have a more of an open lane to maybe sell more. Do you sell jewelry? No, we sell clothing. All that behind us. That's everything that I sold this Saturday that we're shipping out right now. And this is the first time we're ever doing a live shipping where you got Kayla in the background. So this is usually how we ship. I just call out numbers, she grabs them, and then I print out the label and throw them into the bag, and then I call out the next one. So do you do whatnot full time? I sell on multiple platforms. We resell full time. But I don't just do whatnot. We only do like 2 shows a week on whatnot. Sometimes more. When the kids go back to school, we'll be doing more, but lately we're only doing 1 to 2 shows a week. And this year we've done over 300,000 in sales on whatnot. We do usually 1 big show week. So like this weekend we did 362 items. That is all 1 singular show. So we try to curate our shows, bring like really good inventory, and do 1 big show a week instead of doing like multiple little shows throughout the week, because I feel like that's exhausting. 300,000 in sales. I'll show you. Seller Hub, analytics. Hold on a second. Year to date. January 1st to August 1st, 353,000. So 353. That means by the end of this month we might hit 400 just on whatnot, which would be great. 9 items for this one, so it's a big one. 72, 73, 79, 133, 187, 232. I said 133 to you, right? I said 133?
Yes.
Okay. And then what'd you just grab? 232? 284, 301, 311. Appreciate it, Justin. Health insurance holding me back going full time. Just price out your health insurance. You can buy it from healthcare.gov, I believe it is, but it is going to be more expensive. When you are working for an employer, they're going to pay your difference in healthcare. So before you quit, just look up how much it costs. That's what I'll tell you to do. Or it's not advice, but maybe you can look up how much it'll cost you just to pay out of pocket. As long as you don't have like a bad like injury or you have like reoccurring doctor visits every year, to be honest, you're going to pay a lot less if you just pay out of pocket. So look that up too. Yeah, 30%. Majority of those sales are 30%. So on that, and then we have no cost in that too, piece of scrap. So so that's over 100,000 in profit. Even after fees, it's over 100,000 in profit, and I had 0 cost in everything that I just showed you. Yeah, self-pay is cheaper. If you want to get insurance, price it out. If you want to look up how much self-pay is, usually if you go to the doctor and you have some sort of injury and you have a big bill, you can usually negotiate that bill. If you have insurance, there's no negotiating. They're just going to charge the insurance company and they're going to charge you the difference if there is a difference. If you're paying self-pay, you can usually negotiate a much lower thing. Same for dental too. It all works exactly the same. If you don't have insurance, usually they'll go, oh, you don't have insurance? Okay. Instead of being $200 for the visit, it's going to be $50, because they know if they charge you 200 and you don't have it, they're gonna have to wait to get it. So just look it up. But there's plenty of options out there. Whatever option works best for you, that's what I'll say to do. I'm not trying to tell you to do anything right now. I'm just giving you what I am saying. I don't want anybody to be influenced by what I just said. Do what works best for you in your situation. Everybody has a different situation. Everybody has different health issues, and don't listen to me about healthcare. Price everything out. Figure everything out. Price it all out yourself, and you should be good to go. This one only has one item. It's just number 71. And then I gotta package this one up. Gotta package it up. God, here's Surfs. Surfs, you entered at the wrong time. Hey, Surfs, Kayla's on the camera. You got Kayla here tonight, or today. Last, yeah. You got Kayla tonight. Oh, I just got him really excited. He's like, hell yeah, let's go. Last night it was just me. Ooh, somebody at the front door? Oh, I bet you it's the... No, it's not the garbage truck. Who's she parking at? Workhorse is in the house. Yes, she is. Hold on, let me print this out. This one's going in a ground advantage box. Is there somebody at the front door?
No. All right, well, that's that one. Let me get
Go check. Yeah, I got to print this one out anyway. Mount package. Don't trip. We don't have insurance. Same. She's the same clinic. Our insurance was over 2,200. Friend without insurance was less than 1,200. Yep. Once you get to the point where you're self-insured, I think it's self-insured is the way to go. And they probably could have actually negotiated lower than that too if they really wanted to. What size polybags do you use? Right now I'm using the ones I get free from having a Poshmark account, but I have the same sizes that I order. 18 by 24s, I think are the bigger sizes that I order. So for bigger orders, once I run out of these, I'll use those. And I also use 11 by 13 regular bags. So these are 11 by 13, and that's what the single orders go into, the 11 by 13s. Who was it?
Amazon and something that I ordered.
Is it a big package?
A box.
A box. Ooh, probably wholesale.
There's not for this one.
6, 7. 6, 7.
Is that it?
100. You got 7 items in this one. 130.
130.
142.
142.
192. 207.
207.
256. No, we haven't had any eBay for Life. I've had 0 adjustments. I've actually adjusted 0 items from that show. 0 adjustments. And I sold 362 items, and I'm doing proper weights the whole time. 0 adjustments so far. I haven't even used one of my label adjustments yet. This is an item with 7. This is an order with 7 items. Most of the items are under 11 ounces. I charged 11 ounces as a flat rate across the board. So if an item is under and then I get one that's like a pound, the ones that are under will fix the ones that are a pound. And again, if you ship between 1 to 5 pounds, if I charge somebody only 2 pounds of shipping and they were actually 3 pounds and I adjusted to 3 pounds, that doesn't cost me a label adjustment because I'm still within the 1 to 5 pound range. As long as you're adjusting within 1 to 5 pounds, you do not get hit with a label adjustment. I think a lot of larger sellers that are trying to force a lot of little sellers to think that $7.75 is the max shipping and that's the only thing you can do, they do not understand that. They don't understand you can adjust between 1 to 5 pounds and it doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't even cost you a label adjustment. So I'll leave that. It's me at your door. Yeah, it's a package at our door. You're the delivery guy? What's up? You're my FedEx guy? Yeah, Penny, if I sell 2 pounds worth of stuff to somebody and it actually weighed 3 pounds, if I adjust my label during shipping from 2 pounds to 3 pounds, it doesn't cost me a label adjustment. Because again, Whatnot has a deal with the post office between 1 and 5 pounds is $7.75. If a buyer buys 4 pounds worth of stuff from you and another buyer buys 2 pounds, they're all paying $7.75. So when you adjust between that 1 to 5 pounds, It doesn't cost you a label adjustment. You're still within that 1 to 5 pound range. The only time you'll hit an adjustment is if you like sold 4 pounds worth of you charge them for 4 pounds and it ends up being 6 pounds. That's when you get hit with your label adjustment. Also, if you charge them 11 ounces and it's 15 ounces and you adjust it from 11 to 15, you also do not get hit with a label adjustment. There is no label adjustment from 11 to 15 either. I think that there's another one lower than that, but to be honest, I don't sell anything lower than that, so I don't know what the parameters are for the lower ones, but I know there is one for lower than that too. Like this is, I charge the buyer 7 pounds for this one, 11 ounces across the board. This weighs like 2.5 pounds. So I can set a flat rate during my whole show and buyers are happy. This person still paid $7.75. If I would have charged them adequate weights on this, people think like, oh, well, you just scammed the buyer. You charged them for 2.5 and you charged them for 5. If they were to charge 2.5, they would have been charged $7.75. If they were charged for 5, they would have been charged for $7.75. They charge for the exact same amount, and it just helps me run the show more efficiently that everything's the same weights. And I know they're a little over, tiny bit over. 61, 64, 65. I think there's a lot of bad information out there and people don't understand how shipping works. Don't ship anything heavy at all though. So if we do a jacket show, I'll have everything between 1 to 2 pounds. So in the winter, you'll see, and this is how we used to run the shows way back in the day. We've actually never done flat rate shows on jacket shows. Everything will be 1 to 2 pounds. So if I'm doing a North Face show and everything weighs 1 pound and 2 ounces on average, 1 to 2 pounds, buyer pays all of it. So if somebody buys 3 jackets, they're going to pay for the first 5 pounds and they're going to pay for the additional pound. And people don't care because they're still going to be paying like somewhere between $8 to $9 for 3 jackets. That's still a crazy deal because you can't ship a jacket for $3. It's just impossible. But it's over then. No, between 1 to 5 pounds is the same rate. 1 to 5 pounds is the same rate. You charge the buyer. So if you go in right now and you, let's say on your next show, go and try it. I'll do it right now. Hold on. So this one right here. I'm not going to adjust this because it's proper weights, but I'll show you. 33 ounces is what this person paid for. I'm going to go to edit shipping details. So 33 ounces is what? A little over 2 pounds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust this to 5 pounds. No label adjustments, nothing. I'm not charged for a label adjustment. It is no difference. I can change this label to 5 pounds and it doesn't cost me anything to do so. I went from 2 pounds to 5 pounds with no label adjustment at all. Because between 1 to 5 pounds is all the same thing on Whatnot, no matter what. It's all the same thing. $7.75. Let me X out of this before I do this on accident. Over 5 pounds, that's when you're going to get hit with a label adjustment. Over 5 pounds, you will get hit with label adjustment. Remember, you have 5 of those per show. I sold 362 items. I've yet to use a 1 label adjustment on this show. 362 items, no label adjustments yet. I probably might have 1 by the end of the show. The only time you get hit with those is if you are over the weight. 59, 66, 68, 70. Ooh, that farted. 78.
What did you just say?
The bag farted. See, there's air at the bottom. It was definitely the bag. It was 100% the bag. It was 100% the bag that farted that time. It was not me. Yeah, 78. It should be 5 items. Didn't fart. I didn't do it. Yeah, 10 to 12 too. If you adjust from 10 to 12, it does the same exact thing. It doesn't cost you a label adjustment because I think buyers pay the same price for between 11 to 15 ounces. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's why you can adjust to those two. I'm gonna cross 1K sales on Whatnot. Let's go, and then you'll get the instant payouts, which is amazing. It usually takes like a day or 2 for them to get that. So if you do a show right after that, just make sure you get the email that you get instant payouts before you do it. You by chance have a video tutorial on going through admin? I don't. I should put one out, but I don't. I'm talking if they buy 15 pounds of stuff, Whatnot charging label adjustment. eBay for life, if you charge them appropriate shipping. So if you charge them 15 pounds and they bought 15 pounds, there is no label adjustment for you because you're not adjusting anything. You're just shipping out what you charge the buyer for. If you do 775 max shipping show and you have 4 people that you have to adjust labels for, you get 5 adjustments per week. You're perfectly fine. But we're no longer doing 775 max. And to be honest, most people that are pushing 775 max, I don't think. Again, go to the main page right now. Go to the biggest shows on Whatnot right now and go see if they're doing max shipping shows. The majority of people do not do max shipping shows here on Whatnot. It's okay. You can put it in something. Right, pants. I just don't think everybody has max shipping like burned into their head because there's a lot of influencers out there that tell you max shipping is the way to go. I made that post yesterday and I had people telling me that Whatnot won't push your shows if you don't do a max shipping show. That is a total lie. Like, again, go look at the pages. There's people with hundreds of people in their shows right now, more people than the people that are pushing 775 max shows, and they're not doing 775 max shows. So if Whatnot's not pushing them, why do they have 100 plus people in their shows? The biggest sellers don't even bundle on Whatnot. Let that sink in. 57, 60, 125, 158, 267. We're almost done, chat. Let's go. And we got to pull all of our eBay orders. 267 might be up there.
No.
Yeah, that's 260s are right there. Should be
65, 67.
Yep. And 278, which I think is back on that rack.
278?
Yeah. Lightweight stuff, right?
That's yours.
Random pulls when you're running shirts and jeans. What you should do is during the show, Steven, you can adjust your weight. So let's say you run 15 shirts in a row that weigh 15 ounces. You keep it at 15 ounces, and then you go in and then you do like 15 pairs of jeans and you adjust it to 1 to 2 pounds, and then you let your buyers know, like, hey, I'm about to adjust the weights to 1 to 2 pounds because we're going to do a bunch of jeans right here. So if you already bought some items, be careful on shipping because you're going to be charged shipping. I'm not doing a 775 max show, and buyers will understand. They'll see the prices. Some of them will still they'll still be on that free shipping for a couple items. They'll be perfectly fine with it. Others will start paying shipping again, but you as a seller shouldn't have to pay the overages. I charge shipping to buyers on every platform I sell on, every single one of them. The only time I was not doing that is when I was doing the max shipping shows here on Whatnot. And again, we just started doing that 4 months ago. Before that, we were doing all charge to buyers, and I never had an issue. I never had an issue with anybody complaining. Yeah, big sellers, but even small sellers. If you go on the show right now, the small sellers, I think a lot of people think that you have to do max shipping shows. You don't have to do max shipping shows. And piece of scrap, I want you to go into your analytics or onto your next show and see how many of your buyers actually buy more than 5 pounds worth of items. If you sell 20, if you do 20 shipments and only 2 people have more than 5 pounds, there's only 2 people that benefit from the 775 max. Only 2 of your buyers benefit from it. So why are you worried about pleasing those 2 buyers when the majority of your buyers don't buy more than that item? On this show, we had 114 orders and only 6 people bought more than 5 items. That's the average customer. The average customer is not coming in and buying a ton of stuff. And to be honest, the customers that are buying a ton of stuff are resellers that are buying your lower end items. So, I mean, you're pleasing people that are spending less. Don't you want to please the people that are spending more? 54, 55, 62, 324. There's a lot of sellers out. Yeah, 324. Should be on the ground. There's a lot of sellers out there that have big followings that sell lower end stuff, and they tell everybody they have to sell 775 max because they have to give some advantage to the buyer because they're selling lower end stuff that people normally wouldn't buy themselves. When you're selling stuff like Lululemon, it sells itself. When you're selling stuff like Polo Ralph Lauren, it sells itself. When you're selling Gap doesn't sell itself. You have to give the buyer some kind of incentive to have them buy more. So maybe you switch your business model and try to source better products so you don't have to do the max shipping shows to like trick your buyer into buying more items. So if you're not doing 775, what do you do if closed per item? So on this show, it was mostly Lululemon, like items like this. These, we set 11 ounce shipping for all of our items. This item right here, even in the poly bag, weighs 6 pounds, 4 ounces. So I just overestimated each item comfortably, not overcharging by a ton, but overestimating. So that way, if somebody bought a jacket, let's say somebody buys a jacket and they buy 3 shirts, because I undercharged or overcharged for 3 of the items and not the last one, it should all work out in the end. And again, if you adjust your weights between 1 to 5 pounds, if I only charge them 2 pounds for this and this weighed 3 pounds, I up it to 3 pounds and it doesn't cost me a label adjustment. Because anything between 1 to 5 pounds is all the same thing on Whatnot. And the majority of your buyers that buy from your shows are buying under 5 pounds worth of items. Well, how do I know that? Because I've done so many shows and the majority of my buyers are under that too. And if you're selling all the same kind of stuff that I'm selling, which most of you are selling clothing, that's why you're watching me right now. Most of your buyers are buying under 5 pounds worth of items. So there would be no label adjustment on most of your items that you sell. Let me ship this out real quick. Hang on. What does this weigh? This feels a little heavy. Let's see.
There's 2 pairs of pants.
Yeah, there's 2 pairs of pants. So this weighs 3 pounds. I'm just going to go in and adjust this, even though I think I might have charged them 3 pounds worth of stuff. Whatever 44 ounces is. Let's see. 44 divided by 16. So I charge them 2.75. I could just print this out because 2.75 and 3 is all going to be the same thing. But I'm just going to change this to 3 and adjust it to 3 for the proper weight because it weighs exactly 3 pounds. And it's going to cost me $0 to adjust and 0 adjustments. And I increased it from 2.75 to 3. No max shipping shows. And it didn't hurt our prices because most people didn't buy more than 5 pounds worth of stuff. 53 and 87. Changed my max to $12.99 and sold 110 items last night. It was fine. Customers were happy. So you were using, yeah, but why are you using priority boxes? Why are you forcing your buyers to pay $12.99 when you could just charge them for $7.75? They save $5 more, like just so you could use free boxes. I don't know. I don't think that's a good move. Just so you can use the free boxes. Just use polybags, especially if you're shipping clothing. Now, if you're shipping hard goods, different story. I mean, if you feel that way, I don't sell hard goods, so I can't really give you advice on that. But if you're selling clothing, there's no reason why you can't stick everything in a poly bag. You can get a big poly bag for like 20 cents a piece. So why are you charging your buyers almost $5 more just because you don't want to pay 20 cents for a poly bag? Yeah, $7.75 for 5 pounds worth of items now. It's a really good deal. Number 51. Or if you're using the flat, you might be using flat rate boxes. Yeah, just 51. Flat rate boxes too. Why are you using flat rate boxes? You can literally stick all the same items that you can stick in a flat rate box in a big poly bag. And again, it costs you 20 cents and it costs your buyers almost $5 less. So why are we still using flat rate boxes? Just because we're comfortable. And once you learn how shipping works outside of the flat rate boxes, you'll understand it's so easy.
I'm more confused shipping flat rate than
Yeah, she gets more confused shipping flat rate.
So much easier.
Yeah, buyer pays all shipping on our shows, and we had no issues because again, most buyers bought under 5 pounds worth of items, so they got a better deal than they did just a week ago. Unless you're buying over 5 pounds, you're getting a better deal. 49 and 316.
316
Austin 316. Hold on, chat. Let me catch up with her.
You're going slow.
I'm going slow.
I could have been done already.
Sorry, boss. She could have been reading her book already. Oh man, I'm so behind on chat too. You're keeping me behind on chat. Look at you. So go do your set shipping. Okay, wait. So you set your shipping. I do 775. Yeah, I don't do 775 anymore. Because again, the only buyers in your shows that benefit from 775 are people that buy over 5 pounds worth of stuff. So again, go into your last show and look at how many buyers bought more than 5 pounds worth of stuff. I will say most of you probably have less than 20% of your buyers buying less than. We had less than 5% on our last show buy more than 5 pounds worth of stuff. Would you recommend as a new live seller with no following to start on Whatnot or Posh? You can start on Whatnot if you want. I think it's great to start everywhere. If you're just starting out, probably Posh, and learn the basics and then come to Whatnot. 48, 290, And they got one from the shop too.
Is it the other ones here?
Huh? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in the shop. 8706. Ground advantage bags. If you're a Poshmark seller, you can order them on Poshmark. Yeah, you don't have to change 12 by 12 by 12 unless it's larger. They've already overestimated for you, so there's no reason to. They've already negotiated 12 by 12 by 12 with the post office. Buyer pays all shipping, and you're putting the weight on every item. So I'm doing an average weight of all the items. Again, we did 11 ounces for all of our items. Our average item weighs under 11 ounces. Under 11 ounces. So there's no adjusting I have to do after the show. I just estimated my average and went a little bit above that. And that way, if I have a bigger item that sells, and the buyer bought a couple little items, then it all works out in the end. Again, once you get over that pound, you can go all the way up to 5 pounds, and it doesn't matter. So if the buyer bought a heavy jacket and one of these, they're already over a pound, so I can adjust that to 5 pounds with no label adjustments. As long as you get the buyer over a pound and your item weighs, your actual box weighs between 1 and 5 and you have to adjust, there is no label adjustments for any of those items. You have 0 label adjustments because you're within the 1 to 5 pound range. 46. The only time you have to pay is if you charge them under 5 pounds and your package actually weighs over 5 pounds. That's when you get a label adjustment. Or if you did like you charge them 3 pound or 3 ounces and your item actually weighs 15 ounces, then you get hit with a label adjustment because you're, those lower weights. You're adjusting too high on the lower weights. If you charge them for 11 ounces and your item actually weighs 15 ounces and you adjust it, you also do not get hit with a label adjustment either. That was 46, right? Oh, it's stuck. Sorry, boss. Boss, you didn't close the bag all the way. You're messing me up, boss. Sorry, boss. She's sighing. She's sighing back there. We got number 45, 204, 279, and they got a gift card. I'll put the gift card over there. Yep, you get the poly mailers, fine. Under 5 pounds is still $7.75. If they buy one item, they are charged. No, so if I'm charging 11 ounces per item and they buy under a pound, they're getting charged only for 11 ounces, which is like, I think it's like $5 or $6 is what they'll get charged for. As soon as they get over a pound, then they're charged $7.75 until they hit 5 pounds during the show. Can you use a blank poly bag? Yep. Most of my bags actually that I'm using are all blank poly bags. Also, if you don't have those big bags, you can order the same size white bags in the same size as those bags. But as you can see, the majority of my bags are the white bags that I'm using. Anything that's like 3 or less items, I pretty much put in those white bags. The first item is usually for something, and each item is a little bit more, up to $7.75. Yeah. So like if they buy one 11-ounce item, they're only getting charged for 11 ounces. First item is not $7.75 unless you're charging 1 pound per item. If you're charging 1 pound per item, then yes, every item will be $7.75. You buy your first item, and then the next 4 will be free shipping until you hit that 5 pounds. But because we did 11-ounce shipping, they're only charged for 11 ounces of shipping on their first item. And the great thing is now everything goes in ground advantage. So everything will go into a poly bag, whether it's 11 ounces or whether it's 5 pounds. It all goes pretty much poly bag or boxes if you feel more comfortable putting your stuff in boxes. Number 40, just number 40. So like this person bought 3 items and they got a gift card. Their items go right into a poly bag. I don't have to think about what bag I'm using anymore. I just look at it and say like, that's a lot of stuff. It's going to go in the bigger bag, or it's a little bit of stuff. It goes in the little bag. Easy peasy. You don't have to think like, oh, I can't fit all of this. This buyer bought 16 items and it won't fit in my ground advantage or my flat rate box. So now I have to go get an actual box and then I have to adjust it afterwards. There's less adjusting with this method than there is with the flat rate method for sure. 30 and 35. Again, most of my orders are 1 to 2 items. The person didn't even hit max shipping. So why am I worried about max shipping when the majority of my buyers don't hit max shipping? And I have a feeling most of the people that are worried about it in the chat right now, most of your buyers also don't buy more than 5 pounds worth of items in your shows. The majority of people are just buying 1 or 2 items for themselves and they're scrolling off the show. Maybe going to somebody else's show or they're done shopping for the day. The only people that buy a ton from you, chat, is resellers. When you got great deals on great stuff, resellers will come in and buy it all and then, flip it. But if you're charging them adequate shipping, they're still getting a really good deal. They're still going to make money. Buyer pays all shipping costs. I do buyer pays all shipping costs now. That's how we used to do it back in the day. Yeah, you can have eBay gives you free supplies too if you have a store. So this is a 10 item order. This is one I charge the buyer adequate shipping for. Number 29, 109, 115, 118, 132, 143, 263. Might be on the ground.
Oh, 263.
280. No, that'll be hanging.
280.
288.
288.
336.
Okay.
That one should, yeah. Those are all lightweight items too, right? No, we're good to go. You don't even have to worry about this one. No, for 11 ounces, I just set my one listing to 11 ounces. And then I do my settings for my shows are ground advantage. And then I do the click the first class one at the top because we do giveaways and I ship those in envelopes like this. Like the giveaways go in envelopes. So I set that up so I only get charged like 70 something cents, I think, for those. Okay, I think I understand what you're saying now. If the first item is over a pound, the buyer is charged 7. Yeah, so if you charge 1 pound shipping on your first item, so if you're doing, let's say, jeans, right, and they all weigh a pound, you charge 1 pound, they're going to pay $7.75 for their first item, and their next 4 up until 5 pounds. So you have 1 pound, 2 pounds, 3 pounds, 4 pounds, 5 pounds. These ones are all free shipping because they got their full 5 pounds worth. We continue to use, yeah, I use the free ones I get from Poshmark, but I will not use the priority. I'm no longer going to do any priority shipping, which is great. Leave her alone so she can read.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Allison said, leave her alone so she can read.
That's what I'm saying.
That girl just reads. Last night she was sitting in bed next to me for like an hour and a half reading. I'm just like, how? How do you read? How do you read all day? I read the chat. That's enough reading for me. I probably read as much as you do because I read chats. If you went and worked for serfs, you wouldn't get yelled at as much. That's true. That's actually the benefit. But then I have to like look on the corner of the room all day and he's just sitting there smiling at me. That would be, yeah, I wouldn't be comfortable with that. What size clear bags do you use? We use 11 by 13. And then I have 2 bigger sizes. I think the bigger sizes we use are like 14 by 18 and then 18 by 24. So we just have different sizes. So like the biggest size we use are these. So like right now, she's going to use the mid size. This is the biggest size. And then she's going to use the mid size. I'll show you what that looks like in just a second. And then everything goes in the clear bag. So, and we don't individually pack unless like we're doing during the show. We had some portion of the show where we didn't have enough hangers. So we had to bag the items and write the number on them. So that's why you see this one individually packed. But the rest all go into one singular package. I'll show you that in a second. Hold on. Let me build this box before the boss gets. Here, boss. Oh,
Hungry.
You're hungry? Kind of hungry too. 28, 52, 63, 69, 82. This is the other size bag that we use. So like she just packed all of that stuff up, clear bag it. And then what I do is I just throw it right into the box just like that. I take this, add it right to the top, seal it up, ship it out, good to go. Easy peasy. You could also just throw all your stuff into the box if you want to do it that way. You don't have to use bags. Surfs is a key example of somebody who doesn't care about their customers and just throws everything in a box. But I think it looks better for the customer and it also keeps the item safe. If this box got a hole in it anywhere, your items would still be safe in the inside. So you don't have to worry about getting them musty and crusty while they're being shipped. Because right now it's a rainy season everywhere. So if your package is sitting outside and it gets wet at the customer's house, it could be upset because their items are all wet. So then you get a bad review. Yeah, we double bag. We double bag everything. We just bag it and then we put it into another bag for that purpose. You're doing such a great job. I meant Kayla. Thanks, Dora.
Dora's so sweet.
Thanks. Charge them dang resellers for everything. Yes. Can you give some tips on shipping? Shut up, Bearded. Get out of here. Bearded's actually the one who taught me 4 months ago. Bearded, you can attest to this. I literally just started doing flat rate shipping when we had that conversation. What was it, like 4 months ago? That's like when I started. Bearded was like, why aren't you doing flat rate shipping? I was like, I don't know what flat rate shipping is. So all before that, we never did flat max shipping. And now we're going back to our old ways of not doing flat max shipping.
I was actually against it.
Yeah, she didn't like it at first. I liked it. I understood it. She kind of didn't understand it. Jason Hayes spreadsheet, just to put in all my expenses. I use Nifty for all of my sales and stuff like that. Change out of your ashtray? Oh yeah, Surfs is that kind of guy. 100%. Number 27 and 104. This one's a little heavy. This one a little heavy. 27 and 104. So I'm gonna weigh this one out because it's a little heavy. Got some pants in here. It weighs 4 pounds. I already printed this one out. Let me see. 55 ounces. And it's 343 is what I charge for them. So that's 4 pounds is what Whatnot's charging for this. So I can literally just throw this in the bag. If I wanted to adjust it to 4 pounds, I could. But as long as it's between 3 to 4, Whatnot charge appropriate shipping to the buyer. You can just print this out, put it in the bag, and you're good to go. I mostly use poly mailers. Like out of now, we're mostly using poly mailers because we're not getting the free priority boxes. So I do get the free Ground Advantage bags from Posh. That's what I'm using right here.
Oopsie.
But poly bags. After I run out of these ground bags, I'll just use poly bags that are the same size. And that was somebody who bought 5 items, and they all fit in this poly bag nice and easy. Throw it there. It's also better for my USPS person too. They'd rather have them in bags because we can put them into the. Can you go grab one of those bags in the back? We put all of our bags after we scan them in from the Whatnot app. We will put them into one of these bags for our mail carrier, and then we just give that to the mail carrier with all the stuff in it, like Santa's sack. Santa's sack. Just throw them all in there, and then the mail lady just throws them in the back of her truck. So it's much easier for her to load too. It's a win-win for everybody. And bags are cheaper than boxes. So if you have to buy your own stuff, buy bags. Unless you're bearded and you sell a bunch of like random breakables. 26. Then you'll have to buy boxes. Yep, just 26. Choose a custom shipping profile? No, I just did ground. How it's set when you first start your show now is how I had it set, and I just set everything to 11 ounces, and I ran a random pool listing, and I had it set to 500 quantity. Bearded got a van? I did. He's got one of those creeper vans now. Bearded's a creeper van guy now. He's gonna start selling ice cream to kids too. I heard him and his beard. He's gonna have like beard in his. He's gonna have ice cream in his beard. Bearded flavored ice cream. That'd probably smell bad. 189. He doesn't wash his beard, chat. 242. 249. I think if Bearded like had dreads on his beard, I think he'd look like really cool. I think you should do that. Like have.
Does he put ornaments for Christmas?
I think he does actually. I think his wife does for sure. Like when he's sleeping. But if he had dreads for beards, like that guy on Pirates of the Caribbean.
Captain Jack?
Yeah. Does he have bearded? Yeah, he has dreads. Yeah, if Bearded did that, he would get way more views for sure. He should actually consider doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bearded, you should consider doing that. By the way, try max shipping with custom profile, see how it goes. Yeah, I think you're gonna get hit with a lot of overages. I did my whole show on Saturday was all non 775 max. I just charged, but yours is different because you have such randomness that it's gonna be hard. Yours is gonna be a little bit more of adjustment. You hard good sellers, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it. I wouldn't want to try it. That's for sure. You manually enter into Jason's spreadsheet. Yes. No. So all my sales get dropped into Nifty. The only thing I manually enter into Jason's spreadsheet is my expenses. That's it. I just keep his spreadsheet for expenses right now. 7 items, 21, 24, 31, 33, 43, 98, and 106. So this person bought 7 items, and they did it because they stopped at 7 because they hit their max 5 pounds. So they got $7.75 for 7 items. It's a really good deal. They paid a little over $1 shipping per item. They didn't get any heavy stuff. They got all lightweight stuff too. Mail stuff sandwich bags. I know he's one of those guys. 100%. Do you have a set number of items that we run during shows? It just depends on the show. I hate the new shipping. I don't mind a hip chick. Charge adequate weights per your items. So you sell a lot of like Polo Ralph Lauren. So when you're doing your Polo Ralph Lauren shows, if you're doing a lot of polos, charge the 15-ounce rate for your polos. Most of your jackets and stuff, I mean, you can adjust the weights as you go, but we sold, like I said, 362 items. We charged 11 ounces for all of our items because um, it was all Lululemon. If I was selling heavier weight stuff, I would have had a heavier weight profile. And I only had 6 people that bought more than 5 pounds worth of items. Everybody else was underweights. So I don't mind it. I'm on it, getting an appointment today. Let's go. He's gonna dread his beard. I think you would look pretty dope with a beard that has dreads. I just want to throw that out there. You would actually look a lot cooler than you do currently. Because right now you're lacking on cool points. You got no cool points at all on your attire, the way you look. Dreads would help you 100%. Number 20?
20?
Yeah, just 20. Just 20. Like this person, she's packing up, only bought 1 item. Even though if they would have bought 2, they would have been on 775 for the next 5 items after that. But they only bought 1 because they were only interested in 1 item during the show. So not every buyer is there to max out shipping. The only people I think max out shipping in most cases are resellers. Are the items you are selling right now in your shop, like where are the numbers coming from? The numbers that she's pulling right now are the stuff that we sold on auction. Hold on. Let me make sure I got this out correctly.
Take them on a field trip.
Yeah. So 14, 16, 18. As we sell those items, we mark our items during the show, 14, 16, 18. So when she pulls the items, she is pulling 14, 16, 18. So as the items sell during the show, we mark the items, and then after the show, all I have to do is count out or call out the numbers, and she knows which ones to grab. We're not actually looking for the actual item. We're just looking for the number during the show. And when we sell an item, we literally just take the next number, put it on the next item, hang it up, grab the next item, boom. Super fast and efficient.
Makes it easier too if you like mix up numbers or something. You can watch.
Yeah, you can rewatch it if like you're running a show and, for example, I hung up 67, but I forgot to put number 67 on it, and I run the next item. Usually somebody in the show says, your numbers are off, and then I just go back and move the numbers down in the system. Super fast, super efficient.
No, I meant like when you're shipping, if you grab the wrong numbers.
Oh, yeah.
You can
Oh, yeah, and at the end of the show, too. Like, let's say we're shipping right now, and we get to the last order, and for some reason I call out a number, and it's not there, but number 72 is there, and I'm looking for number 27. What I'll do is I'll go back through and look for number 27 on the order form and find out whose order 27 belongs to, because that means I switch 2 of the numbers, and then we just break them open and switch the 2 items, and I just rewatch the replay. So you don't need your items labeled or anything. If you, for whatever reason, make a mistake, you just watch the replay for your items. Super easy. What's up, LG?
Jacket, but it's not that bad.
Oh, shit. Well, that should be fine.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, it should be fine. Let's see. 2 pounds, 3 ounces, and 33. Yep, we're good. 11 items on this one, big boy. Number 11, 19, 22, 96, 101, 121, 178, 188, 203, 212, 277. Yep. Let's go. Hitting the new racks today, LG. We don't need to go through everything. I got too much stuff here. I can't go through everything anytime soon. I gotta sell the stuff I'm sitting on right now before I do any of that stuff. Oh, I missed your comments. Hip chick. Custom the medium flat rate boxes. Use so many of them. Hip chick, just buy envelopes. Just buy poly bags. Poly bags are, like I said earlier, like 10 to 20 cents, depending on the size that you buy. So if you sell 3 items to the same customer, they're all polos. Just put them right into a poly bag and ship them out. You can buy the 18 by 24 poly bag, so you have a massive poly bag, or you buy the 11 by 13 and you just ship them. This is exactly how I ship on eBay, so it's not like a huge change for me. I think a lot of people that are focused on the flat rate boxes, it'll save your customer if you just switch over to Ground Advantage, and it's a lot easier to ship. I would prefer not building boxes and just throwing stuff in poly bags, peeling off the thing and slapping it over, and you're good to go. It's a lot less work to actually ship poly bags as opposed to Ground Advantage, or as opposed to boxes. Do you have a tax ID number? I do everything off my EIN. I don't have an LLC or S corp, although before the end of the year, I'm probably gonna have an LLC or S corp. I got 15 pairs of mother jeans, new with tags. I'm gonna say $6 each. New with tag?
Dang.
15 pairs? Damn. You hit the jackpot. I got a 50% off coupon from my sister's store. Works there. New color of the week. It's always a good day. Nice. On Mondays too. That's like right after everybody donates their stuff, so you probably get some like new donations in there too. Gotta finish my protein shake. I had it sitting over here. How many more do we have? Shouldn't have too many more. We have 21, and like 7 of those are gift cards, so actually it's less than 21. Okay, cool. I'll look for it. Hip chick. Here or elsewhere, you're gonna message me. Some old woman price them. Nice. Let's go. That's easy money. Those all of them right there. Nice. And these will all go into a box. Next one is 4 items. Where'd I put the tape? Oh, there it is. Number 9. 120. 149. 296. Need some more tape. Uh-oh. I'm not gonna be able to reach it. Oh, I'll step over all the packages. Oh god, I almost fell. I almost fell. But I dropped the thing. It's all the way over here.
What are you doing?
I'm trying.
This ass says she's sitting there. Grab it.
Oh, too late. I'm trying to hurt my back so I can sit on the couch the rest of the day.
Burpees are for so you can straighten your body up.
No, thank you. I don't like burpees. Burpees are no good. Roback, I'm all out of Roback. I don't have any Roback listed right now. My Robacks, anytime I find them, they sell within days. Fast sellers. Got 3 pairs of Ariat new attack same day. That's crazy. You got some good stuff. The microphone I'm using is a DJI Mic Mini. It's not that expensive too. It's cheaper than the bigger DJI mic. That's one. You also can put 2 mics on 2 at the same time. So like if like Kayla and I were both running a show, we could both have a mic, and you can hear both of us talking at the same time. Unless you buy the single mic mini. You want to buy the one that comes with the charge case. The charge case looks like this. And there's the other mic in there. DJI Mic Mini. And I just clip it to my hat. You can also clip it to your shirt. It has a magnet in the back, so you can put it on your shirt and it won't like fall off or anything like that. LG says, hi, Kayla.
Hey, LG.
I must give up. Goodwill. Headed there now. Let's go. Go get some goodies. Also, if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, I know you're probably commenting over there. I can't see your comments when I'm live on Whatnot. So I know you guys see me and you're like, why isn't he answering my comments? Because I can't see them. So if you have any questions or anything, you're commenting over there, hop over to Whatnot. If it's your first time hopping over too, there's a QR code on the screen. If you sign up the QR code on the screen or you go to the link in my bio, you get $15 for free. So do that and then come over and ask your questions. 7 items on this one. Number 8. Number 47. 77,
77,
113, 228, 233, 262. Are you switching to boxes because you are over 5 pounds? No, the box was just because it fit better in the box on the last order. I could have probably fit it in a bag, to be honest, but it was just like the perfect size for the shoe box. That's the only reason. It has nothing to do with weights. That was way underweight. That person bought 11 items and it probably weighed like 4 pounds 5 ounces, but we charged them for 7 pounds worth of stuff. So she's doing keeping up with the house and the little ones. I have 2 boys and always tired. Oh yeah, she's always tired too. Everybody's always tired. Didn't they increase the $15 new buyer sign up to 25? I think mine still is 15. I looked at it the other day. I think some people have 25s and mine still is 15. I got to reach out to Whatnot and see what's up with that. But when I click on mine, it might be giving you guys 25, but my page says 15 when I see it on my end. So cross listen with Nifty, so you input everything there and you can apply all the platforms. Does it remove? Yes. When I sell something, like if somebody bought something from the shop right now, it would automatically delist it from all the other platforms automatically for me. And I don't need a computer for running for it to do that. Also, when I sell stuff on live, so if I did a show right now, I could import all of my numbers from that show into Nifty. So you can see like how you're doing on your shows, how much you sold. And it also gives you a breakdown of how much you sold on like eBay compared to Whatnot, compared to Poshmark. And if you haven't signed up, go to one of my links in one of my social media accounts. Sign up through that link and you'll get 15% off your first monthly subscription. And you get a 7-day free trial too. So go sign up through the link if you haven't already. How do you become a premier shop? You got to sell $50,000 worth of stuff, I think every 90 days. So you have to have 50,000 in sales every 90 days. And then you have to have good metrics like shipping time, issues. You have to have like really low issue volume. And that's how you become a premier shop. Number 323, and they got a gift card. This person got a gift card right away, and then they came back late in the show and bought another item. I like when people do that. They got this gift card. This was the first gift card. So they got this gift card like right when we started the show. And then they came back late and bought one item. They came back like 3 hours later and bought another item. Winner. 323 might be on the ground. You did?
I have a 327.
Okay, we'll skip this one and we'll come back to it. I might have called out the wrong number when I was answering questions. Maybe is it on the rack back there? No, it might have been on the rack. It might have been the one that we reran.
That one was already done.
Oh, it was? Okay, just keep it. We'll figure it out. There'll be one number left over. I probably called out the wrong number because I was busy over here. 323, you sure?
Shame on you.
We'll figure it out at the end. No biggie. It'll be an easy fix. Number 6,
6,
17,
17,
23,
23,
37,
37,
197,
197,
241,
41,
257,
257,
276,
276,
295, 295 should be hanging up, right?
265,
295.
260. I know. I don't have 295.
Really?
You're messing me up.
There's no way. Well, there's 291. Put that off to the side too. We'll have two open numbers. 295. Maybe you grab 9. You maybe grab 295 instead of 95. Keep that on the bottom. And then 315. First mess ups. First mess ups. That's all right. We'll figure out whatever is left over. We just go through and swap it out. No big deal. All right. This 19 items. Number 5, 7,
7,
12,
12,
32,
32,
36,
36,
93, 95, 102, 161, 163, 164, 167, 168, 180, 221, 230, 239, 240, 254.
Oh, I could have just left this all. That one, that's okay.
Oh, is that everything off that right? Well, there's a little bit on the bottom. Use Nifty price recommendations. No, I don't use any cross-listed price recommendations. I look up my items individually. Nifty's pretty close on like average items, but I still look them up. To be honest, I don't really use price recommendations on like bread and butter items because I pretty much know I'm going to list them for. What gift cards do we give away? We give away Starbucks gift cards. A 1 pound profile, they get 5 items. They start paying again. Buyer pays all correct. Yes. So if you charge 1 pound, they pay $7.75, and then the next 4 items are free shipping. So the way you advertise that during your show is you tell them, buy 1 item, your next 4 are free. And people are like, oh, okay. So they don't even pay attention to the $7.75. They're just trying to max out their 5 items, and then tell them once they hit the 5th item, then they start paying shipping all over again. Yeah, yours. I think we already shipped yours out, Dora. I'm pretty sure. Actually, yours might be. Oh no, yours is the very last one we're shipping outdoor. Is Nifty worth buying? I think that if you have over 100 to 150 items in your store and you want to cross list to multiple platforms, 100%. If you don't have enough work for Nifty to do, if you only have 25 items listed, then no, because you don't have enough work for your employee, aka Nifty, to do. So once you get over 100 to 150 items and you want to start cross listing, you want to have your analytics done automatically for you. So when you sell an item and it drops everything in for you, sharing your closets, cross listing to whatnot, all that stuff, then yes, I think it's well worth it. You're paying an employee to do all the stuff that you don't want to do. Depends on which one you have. $40 to $90 a month. That's like a really cheap employee. What do you use for random pulls? For this show, we did 11 ounces because most of the items were 11 ounces or less. Before the buyer pays all, does it start at 775? No. So on this show, everything was 11 ounces. So they only pay 11 ounces first. So it's like whatever an 11 ounce rate to where they live is, it's going to be under 775. And then once they bought their second item, they hit 775. So the first item was like, let's say it was $6 for the buyer to buy the first item. The second item only cost them $1.75. So now they're at 775. And then the rest of the show until they hit 5 pounds, they're paying nothing. They're free shipping. So they can bundle 7 items on our show and it only costs them $5. And then after that, if they buy an 8th item, that's when they start paying shipping again. Yeah. And if I did a jacket show and most of the jackets weigh more than a pound, then I'll do a 1 to 2 pound listing, and everybody would charge 1 to 2 pounds. So they can only buy 2 items for $7.75. But still, 4 pounds worth of items for $7.75 is a steal of a deal. And then I'm not charged anything. I still have yet to do 1 label adjustment on this show. I have yet to do 1. There hasn't been 1 item label adjustment. I don't even think this order is going to be label adjusted.
This is half of it.
That's the other half right
I
there?
think you are good.
Yeah. This one might be the only one we split. We'll see. It probably will all fit in here. Okay. I'm good. But this is all underweight because everything they bought was like super lightweight. There may be 1 heavyweight item in here, so it all works out. Oh yeah, we can fit it all in here. We're good. Yeah, we should be able to move it all in there. Still not on Nifty? You don't have to be on Nifty if you don't want to. I'm not going to push you to do it. But if you have enough volume for Nifty to make sense and you want to cross list Dora, I think you should do it because, I mean, you do shows here on Whatnot. You can move all of your inventory during your shows. Like right before I did this show, it took me like 2 minutes to bring all my 1,000 listings into the show right before I started it up. I've been on business owner for 46 years. I think you could do it. Boomer, if you've been business owner for 46 years, you're well seasoned. You'll be fine. I might actually split this. I think we should. But you can, oh yeah, no, we could fit it all in there since you started taking it off. Because I got room on the sides. I could double box this too. It shouldn't be that big of an issue. You keep going, you're fine. That way we don't have to use a label adjustment. I can have all my label adjustments for later this week, so I'll definitely need to split boxes on Friday's show. So, oh yeah, keep up. Well, if you have a full-time and part-time job, Nifty actually helps you keep up with your business, so that way you don't have to fall behind. Nifty does all the work in the background, Dora. And actually, if you have a full-time, part-time job, you should probably have Nifty. If I sell, it'll be for fun, donated cause. I like that. So if a buyer pays all shipping, your weights need to be totally correct, right? Yes. So if they don't have to be totally correct. There was some jackets that we sold, but again, like eBay for life. Let's say I did 11-ounce shipping, and a buyer bought 2 pairs of shorts from me, and they bought 1 jacket. That means they bought almost 2 pounds worth of items. But let's say that jacket alone weighs 2 pounds, and the other ones weigh, a pound. So we're at 3 pounds, and I only charge them for 2 pounds. I can adjust that label up to 4 pounds, and it doesn't cost me anything between 1 to 5 pounds. So you'll see the majority of your buyers will be in that 1 to 5 pound range. So it really doesn't matter. You don't have to charge adequate weights because you can adjust between that 1 to 5 pounds. Very, very few buyers actually buy more than 5 pounds worth of stuff, and very, very few you undercharge them. They'll always be, as long as you put in your average weight into your show, you should be perfectly fine. Very, very few buyers will actually hit that overweight, and then you'll have to do one of your label adjustments. And again, you get 5 of those per week. So even if you underweighed 2 of your packages, you still don't get hit with a label adjustment. Because Whatnot does multiples. Like this person bought 19 items in here. 19 items. I don't have to do any changing of weights. They're underweight on this. I just literally print my label, slap it on, good to go. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. I had a feeling that we were going to mess up at least one because I'm over here talking and...
Well, now everybody can see how we fix it.
Yeah, easy fix. We got 7 items. I think this is the last big one. No, there's one more 6 later. Number 4.
4.
10. 25. 34. 50. 56 and 58. This person bought 7 items, so as long as their package weighs under 5 pounds, we're good to go. How do you keep track of people in your show? Every item, we run 1 listing, random pool. 1 listing, random pool. We do a quantity of 500 on that show, so we can run up to 500 listings. After we sell an item, so when we sold number 9, and then the next item we run will automatically number 10. So at the bottom of the screen, it'll say random pool number 10. And then we run the next item, it'll say random pool number 12, number 25 is what we just pulled, 34, 50, 56. So all she's doing is going over here and looking for the numbers that I call out. So she's not actually looking for the buyer, doesn't look for the buyer, doesn't look for the item. She literally just looks for the number that I call out. And that is all done through Whatnot. Like Whatnot keeps track of that for you. As long as you have 1 listing with a huge quantity, when you sell off that listing, it will individually number higher and higher as the show goes. And you can go in and edit that listing too. So let's say you've already sold 15 items on that listing and you're going to sell a really heavy jacket that weighs 3 pounds and you're charging your buyers 11 ounces. You can go in and adjust that to 3 pounds and run that listing again, and it will continue to raise weight. So if you're worried a lot about running 2-pound items and 11-ounce items and 3-pound items, you can just adjust your weights as you go. Super easy. Did max 775, ran everything at 8 ounces, had to adjust one label from 5 pounds to 6 pounds. It was over $6 just for that extra pound. You didn't have any label adjustments? You have 5 label adjustments per week. So if you adjusted, why didn't it eat up that label adjustment? But yeah, it did. You have 5 per week. So if you're only doing 1 to 2 shows, you should never have like charged for that. You should be good to go. But yeah, $6 for an extra pound. That's pretty crazy. $6 for an extra pound. But just charge appropriate weights. If you do 8 ounces and you're underweight at 8 ounces, maybe charge 11 ounces to your buyers, and don't do max shipping. You don't have to do max shipping. That person would have been charged $8 for that last item, and they probably would have been perfectly fine with it. Print this label out because we didn't do max shipping on our show, and we had nobody complain. We had one person that asked a question about it after the show because they were confused, but all in all, everybody was perfectly fine because Out of our 114 orders, only 6 people bought more than 5 pounds worth of items. And I still have yet to adjust one label. Not one label has been adjusted on this lot. Oh no, I've adjusted a couple, but I haven't got hit with the label adjustment fee because they've been between 1 to 5 pounds. Number 3, 39, 44. The fun part is going to be digging through here to find the 2 orders that we.
We're gonna go on a treasure hunt.
Yeah, we're gonna go on a treasure hunt. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people feel like you only had one buyer in your entire show that benefited from max shipping. One buyer in your entire show that benefited from it. Everybody else that were between 1 to 5 pounds, they all paid the same rates no matter what. So you could keep max shipping if you want because it's only costing you for one buyer, or you can just charge it and you're only benefiting that one buyer. Out of all your buyers in your show, only one person benefited. What's for lunch? What is for lunch?
I don't know. I gotta go food shopping.
Yeah.
I'm too busy reading.
I'll probably go out and grab something. Maybe some pub subs. I feel like today's a good pub sub day. Yeah, try it without max shipping. Just charge appropriate rates. You'll see after the show. When you start adjusting, you'll be like, oh crap, I undercharged this person. You'll go to adjust it and you'll realize I'm not getting hit with an adjustment fee. What's going on? You'll be like, this is amazing. Why are all these people out there telling me I have to do max shipping to be successful? My buyers don't care. They haven't even asked a question about it. Just be transparent with your buyers. Say they change stuff and I have to change my business to work with the new changes. People understand. I got 2 items in the shop. We got number that's a 38, right? Number 9529. And they also got extra large. And they also got 9521. So I'm calling out inventory numbers to her because they bought 2 items from the store, which are in inventory. So, oh, good pub subs are the best. Red beans and rice. Red beans and rice sounds good.
I have not made beans and rice in a hot minute.
Joey's probably mad at you for not making beans and rice. That's his favorite. You can make it tonight for him. He'll probably be super happy. I want some beans and rice. Give me some beans and rice and a pizza.
Oh my god.
I want pizza and beans and rice. This one also from the shop too. Oh, just reloaded. Movement crop. Movement crop. 9462. Oh, this one I could put in here. Okay. Boom. Add it to the pile. Adjust shipping. No, whatever's it's listed for in the shop, that's the shipping that's charged. So like if it's a pair of pants and I put 2 pounds in it, it's being charged £2 rate during the sale. It doesn't adjust to the only thing that is 11 ounces is when I run it on auction. Whatever sells on auction will be 11 ounces. Pretty much everything in my shop is 15 to 2 pounds. 15 ounces to 2 pounds. It's like my preset for listing items. But still, that person bought 2 pairs of pants, 2 pairs of Lululemon pants, and they were only charged $7.75 for 2 pants, which is still a really good deal. Okay, this one just got 15 and 103. I saw Joey a while back. He's so adorable. What about your girls? How old are they? How old is Emelina and Alina?
13 and
13 and 11. That's how old they are. That's a dad question right there. I don't know how old my kids are. They're just here. I keep them alive. That's my job.
just sitting on the couch.
They're sitting on the couch, yeah, laughing at me. I don't know how old my kids are. Does any dad actually know how old their kids are? I know how old Joey is. Joey's 4, but once he gets over like 6, like it's hard to keep track. 6 is like where it's just, I think he's 6. I think he's 5 or 6. He's somewhere around there. He's alive. He's well. He's growing. That's all you need to know. Yeah. Lucky that the items they bought didn't go over 5 pounds. But the one buyer only bought 4 items. They were heavy, so I had to adjust it. Yeah. But you have label adjustments that'll eat up those costs. Number 38. 41, 191, 260, 327. Last two orders, and then we got to figure out the ones that we messed up on. Then we're good to go. 10 grandkids age. That's insane. That's a good dad right there. If he knows all of his grandkids' ages, that's even harder to remember. Your grandkids' ages. Those aren't even really. Those aren't even your kids. Those are your kids' kids. How do you remember that? 1 and 2. So this person bought these, and then right here. This is where the number you're missing right here. Oh, it does. Okay, so that's one of them. And that's one order there?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll figure this out. Sure we're not missing one somewhere on the ground? Maybe I called out the wrong numbers when I was calling him too. I know, I think it is his fault. Surfs came in and messed me up.
Probably have to write when he...
Probably did. I'm trying to figure out where the other person's item is. Because those two are hanging. That's one order. So that's one of the packages we swapped. What would the other one be? Unless I called out too many numbers. But these are all going packages. These are all going individual.
Because you said I had a gift card. There's one number and it had a gift card. Which I feel like I did.
We'll figure it out. It'll be easy to figure out. Just 1 and 2. So those two right there. Both jackets. I'll just see how much they weigh. Yeah, that one. No, not that one on the floor. That's one of the ones that we swapped. So we got to figure out what number that is, and we got to swap it. This is Dora's order.
Hey, we got your order right.
We got your order right, Dora. You're good. Maybe it slid under here. That's weird. Or it was one of the failed payments.
There's 2 failed payments. We did one of them because I
wonder if it charged them afterwards, and then we reran their item. That might have been
because it said pending payments when we did it. It was 13.
Ooh, I bet you that was it.
I remember taking 2 off one.
Threw that paper away too, so I don't really know which ones they are.
One was 13, and I think it was like 42 or something like that.
I bet you that's what it was. I bet you their payment fixed after the show. 13 and 42.
13 and 42.
Okay.
I remember 13. I think it was 13 that I took off because it was like 320 something, right? That's missing.
I bet you that's what happened then. I bet you one of those went through.
Why did it fix after the show?
I don't know. I would have fixed after the show. It should fix during the show. We never done reran items before, so I've never experienced this before. So that's probably, I'm gonna put hers in a box. I'm gonna take care of Dora. Yeah, we'll figure it out. If not, then I'll just I can reach out to the buyer. So there's one person that wanted a gift card that they're missing their item. Just got a message.
All pretty red.
I don't think she's here anymore.
Oh.
Oop, there goes Dora's package. To be honest, I don't think I should have adjusted this one, but figured 2 jacks. I'll just change it to 4. Okay, what number do we have on the ground?
265.
225?
265.
265. Okay, so this person, we have no 323.
323 was the one that we had to redo. That was like at the end of the show. We ran the 2.
I bet you that's what.
So they got their item though, because we did it already. That's what I'm saying. I think I did it already.
No. So this person rebought it. So I think that item.
Go back and watch the very last purchase video. See.
Let's do this one really quick. What numbers do you have over there? You should have 6.
Yeah.
17.
Yeah.
23.
Yeah.
37.
Yeah.
197.
Yeah.
241.
Yeah.
257. That's the one you're missing.
And then I've got. Oh wait, no, I got 257 and
276.
276.
295.
That's one.
Missing 295.
And then I've got 315.
295.
295. I have the number. The other one.
Wouldn't have been the other one.
No.
That's the one we swapped with that one. What's that one?
265.
I bet you you grab 290. You grab, yeah, that's the one we switched there. So we got to go watch 295. So 265 is the one we swapped. Let me grab 265 really quick. I bet you that other one got paid for. And then we reran it. KYR. Let me go back to shipments. Let me see how many items they got. This will tell us what packaging they're in. KYR. Hey. Oh, that's on this show that we're doing right now. KYR got 5 items, so it'll be a bigger package. KYR. Just look for KYR. Easy fix.
Don't say that. Just in case.
It should be. We switched 295 and 265. I probably called out the wrong number, to be honest.
Was this what you did last night when you were doulaling?
I don't think so. KYR, KYR. Jenny. Oh, almost fell over. Shouldn't be any of these small ones. It'll be a big one. Becky.
Jimmy?
KYR, KYR. Where are you, KYR? Maybe it was one I did last night.
You messed up. Right, KYR.
Okay. Cool. Okay, so
Yeah, 265.
you got 265.
Woo!
Hold on, let me think about this. I gotta look at what 295 was. That's what I need to do. Trying to think my way through this chat. Now we go back and rewatch the replay of 295. See what 295 is. Right? Because you have 265 right there.
80 side 6, no adding on the inside, no communicates.
I think it's right there.
Did this come out of it?
No, we don't have it.
Is that it? No, that's not it.
No, this time before purchase is 30 seconds
Oh.
before.
So leggings possibly, but it's optional.
We'll figure this out.
Other size 6.
That's it.
It's this one.
Yep.
Two.
This one goes here.
Ready, set.
That one goes here. Oh, keep that
Just
in.
keep it back.
There we go. Figured it out, chat. I'm just
Alright,
gonna put
so
this in there
this
like
is
that.
big order.
So that one goes with that one, but now we got to figure out what happened to the other one. I think it got paid for after the show. That's why we're missing it.
Can
Maybe
you
we,
look at number 13 and see what it was?
but we hung that up.
I remember doing one that had 2 tags on it.
Ooh, this is a good one. Swiftly, Felix, the Kennedy, that's the hit right there. You don't get these in too often, so if you want this one, you got to swipe up. And the Lulu logo right there.
Why would we not have one though? It's weird.
This is how it goes to
Hung up a double tag. Yeah, it was hung up.
I'm pretty positive I did it because it had 2 tags right here. I remember putting it down. You can look at all these numbers. It'll be next to the number that I did.
I bet you it was. I bet you that's why we're missing it because it doesn't make sense. I didn't call out too many numbers. Grabbed out 323. Let's just
And it
replay.
had number 13 on it, I think.
Let's see what 323 is. Oh, that's
This goes with
that's
this
part of
one.
that order. Yep. Let me figure out what this one is. Is 323 our last? Hold on. How many orders do we have? No, it would have been way before that. 323 wouldn't have been the one
No,
that
we did the reruns at the very end.
I know the last two, but the last two were 337 and 336, not 323. Maybe I called out too many numbers for one of the orders because I was busy answering questions. Yeah, it wouldn't be the last two because the last two were 337, 336. So that doesn't, and we don't have any extra items.
Very dark green.
It's gonna be, we're not gonna be able to find this.
Lighter shirt from Lululemon.
This is actually the first time this has ever happened where we've literally shipped the items and didn't have one item. It's because I was on live. That's why we don't go live when we do this.
Lady size 4. 2 seconds left. 1 second going to.
It was bagged.
Ooh, you guys asked for skirts.
Bet you there's a skirt too.
Size 12.
Nope, time before purchase. Why do they do that? That's so long.
Size 12 sport. Lululemon. Solid black. This one has the logo right there.
It's odd that we don't have the extra.
Ladies fight over this one. Go. Does have the pocket.
Can you see which ones didn't get paid
We
for?
got a couple sports coming up. You guys asked.
It wouldn't be one of those. It would be three. It would be the last two that didn't get paid for. It was it was in the first couple orders. It was like 13 and 42, and then the very last two are the ones that we ran. So this is 323. It's not either. It wouldn't be any one of those. So, damn, that sucks. Be Vicky. 323 for Vicky, and I don't think we're gonna have a flex skirt.
And see.
It would have been bagged. It would have been in there. It was gonna be a bagged one. These are the ones I was handing to you that were bagged. So, I guess we stuck it up here, but I don't think we did.
Saying what number maybe?
It's okay. I'll reach out to her and I'll let her know. Somebody got an extra item. Is that it? Oh my gosh! It is sitting on the ground. Yeah, I knew it.
Under here.
I knew it.
All the
I knew it. I knew it. I knew we didn't mess up, guys.
Wow.
This whole time we're freaking out. No, we only had one technical mess up, and then we figured that one out, and now this one is literally sitting right there. I was like, I know I didn't call out too many numbers because I was going individually.
It was like tucked under here.
She did it. She hit it.
I found it, so I win. All right, so I'm gonna pack this up then.
Yeah, you can pack that up. You're good to go on that one.
The last one was 315, right?
I knew we didn't mess up. The chat. It's never happened that we've actually. It's never happened on our shows. The system we work that we actually make a mistake like that. So I was like, man, the one time we go live and we actually make that mistake. But yeah, it would have to been me calling out too many numbers to get that to happen. So we figured it out. Oh yeah, we've been here all night, Amy D. Amy D, you just missed it. We thought we lost an item during the show. We're like, where the hell is this item? I think actually we did that one time with Amy D. That was a little, but we gave her extra.
Of course it was Amy.
Yeah, but Amy's cool with it, so we just gave her extra. But yeah, that would have been the second time that's ever happened to us. And I was like, there's no way I made a mistake here. Oh yeah, we need more hangers for sure. We have extra hangers, but I like to use the white hangers. I don't like to use the random hangers. So I was just typing that. Yeah, I did do that on your order. Okay, that one's lightweight, so I can just print this one. The rest are all gift the chats, so I just need gift the chats written down, and then I got to do the order pull video, and then I don't think I'm going to do a live on Facebook and YouTube because I already did a live here for this, so I'll just ship those out super fast. So my bad, Amy D. Amy D, we'll take care of you. So I need 1, 2, 3. I need 3, 4 gift the chats written up after we're done. Oh yeah, we're gonna chill for the rest of the day. Mondays are always like busy shipping in the morning, and then we usually chill for most of the rest of the day. I just do the order pull video. I spend time editing it. We actually got to pick up Joey early today, because his school releases early, so he'll be
BPK thing for school.
Yeah, BPK thing for school. So he's gonna be here early, so we're definitely gonna have a chill day. So. Yes, I did. I shipped the 2 orders from last night right after last night's show, so that way I didn't forget about them. So literally when I closed down the show, I shipped those out. So I didn't mess those up because I didn't want those sitting on the desk and then Kayla coming out here early in the morning and being like, what the hell are these? They're just sitting here. Joey! Yeah, he's not home yet. He'll be home in a little bit. All right, chat. That's everything. Hopefully you guys learned a little bit about shipping. We might do this more often where we hop on live and just hang out. Definitely on shows where we have less items. We did 360 on that show, so it was definitely a bigger shipping live. But I kind of wanted to show you guys like, if you're doing flat rate shows and that's the only shows you know how to do, you really should consider doing just a regular rate show and just charging appropriate weights. And it's really not as scary as you think it's going to be. Oh, did I print the right one? Oh, this is two. So give it a try. Maybe we'll make this like a Monday thing where I hop on and ship some orders from Whatnot and answer your questions. Also, we're gonna have a show Thursday, most likely Thursday, Friday, Saturday this week. Friday for sure, and Saturday for sure. I'm not sure about Thursday yet. So as soon as I get those shows, come back and bookmark them. It's gonna be a Polo Ralph Lauren show, all big and tall polo. I'm getting rid of that stuff, so I'm just running dollar starts on that, all brand new with tag big and tall Ralph Lauren. And then Saturday is up in the air. I don't know if it's going to be Lululemon or if it's going to be Polo Ralph Lauren. Might be Polo Ralph Lauren. If not, it's going to be Lululemon again, and we'll run like a couple hundred items and have some fun. So appreciate you guys hanging out, and let's go send a raid somewhere. Let's go see who's on. Let's go raid. Let's go raid Treasure Chest. Go hang out with them. They're running a Y2K show. If you're not following them, give them a follow. They run some great shows over there, and I'll see you over there.